Come on, guys.
Let's do this.
I love the look of this door.
Wow, I
Dude, I can't even wait. I can't
What's
even
about
wait.
to happen right now? Damn, it's so different. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit, this place is blowing up.
Hey, this is Subcool Weed Nerd.
And Ms. Jill.
Get your bowls,
And your bongs.
pipes, your
And your
vaporizers.
big fat blunts.
It's time to get high with the weed nerd. Well, I'm a weed nerd. It's called me smoke a lot. Don't give me that thing on that crack. Now we know somebody got weed nerd. Nothing but the high grade. So won't you come my way? So won't you come my way? Weed nerd. It's called me smoke a lot. Don't give me that thing on that crack. Now we know somebody got weed nerd. Nothing but the high grade. Smoke a lot of herb, smoke a lot of herb.
Come on, weed nerds, let's all get down to that old school sound with that K-Lou pound. Put seeds in the ground, tilling up the dirt. Shovel in my hand and I'm putting in work. Weed nerd, connoisseur, growing the killer. In the backyard with the mountain gorilla. Game stiller, still another, what you think? Miss Jill's got tips on growing the dank. Cheesequake, Aldo, Indo funky. Time wreck hash laced in my blunt, see? Skunky, smelly, space bomb sticky. Stepped in the dough, got the whole team with me. Iggy Pop, my city's hot. Ukiah, California, got the green on lock. Chillin' in my weed crop, blowing some herb. Dope boy, old deep, yeah, I'm a weed nerd.
Well, that's right. We're all fucking weed nerds up in this bitch tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? The panel's in the house. Special show tonight. Pretty much going to try to have everybody from the community on the show tonight. Very impromptu. We do have some stuff to talk about tonight, but as you well know, the fire rages on in Northern California and Southern California. It's ridiculous. Looking for a place to stay, if you go too far south, you're into another fire.
Yeah.
So it's just like you got to get in the middle of the clouds.
Right in the middle, yep.
Yeah, so a lot of our friends are facing evacuation still. I know we're trying to get Mark with Green Girl on the show. We're going to have Pat on the show a little later on talking about on-the-ground help. But before we get into that, I wanted to introduce some people on the panel now. I'll let you guys know if I make any mistakes tonight. That's tough shit, because I woke up this morning, I wasn't quite sure I was, and I heard a dog barking and a kid, and no shit, it took me like 30 seconds. I was like, man, where the hell am I? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm in Liverpool, whatever. It was like, okay, yeah, okay. And then, I wake up and people are like, hey, Sub, where you at? I'm like, I don't know. I got to get my phone out. I don't fucking know where I'm at. It's a very strange feeling to not know where you're at on the planet. So, anyway, so tonight, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And I'll go ahead and get started with the panel. Of course, Minnesota Nice in the house tonight. How you doing, big guy?
Dude, we're doing great over here. Subcool. Thank you. Thank you, Dago, for having the show tonight. Really appreciate you hooking Sub up with the internet connection.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah, we're doing awesome over here, though, Subcool. Super devastated about the results of the fire and everybody's outcome. It's horrible. I mean, I hate to talk about it. It's so depressing, but we've been dealing with natural disasters a lot this year, and it's not just California. My family was impacted down in Houston. Florida was torn apart tonight. Sorry, not tonight, this year. It's a weird change of times right now, and I'm just glad that our community is coming together and we're able to pull through with this awesome show tonight. We've got some huge support. Big news about Soil Kings fundraiser. Pat has been on the ground putting in work, and happy to be here with everyone tonight. So thank you.
Awesome. I'd like to thank Minnesota Nice. And I have to also address you. Dude, you have the fucking habit of calling me at the absolute worst fucking time of the day. And I'm not giving you shit. It's just it's like I could be sitting on my butt doing nothing for an hour, and the fucking world falls apart. There he is. I'm getting in the truck. I'm running from the fire. No, I'm just teasing you. But I'm letting you know why I ain't answer the phone sometimes. I always answer the phone. I love you. But yeah, last 3 times you called me, like last time, swear to God, I was about to drive off a cliff. I was like, fuck.
Well, for sure. No, it's like you said earlier, you're still Subcool and you're sitting there taking a dump with 2 cell phones at the same time trying to run this shit, Got to get yourself a fan in the bathroom because that's your portable office.
While
Streaming at the same time.
Yeah, while streaming, of course. Yep.
We'll talk about the streaming full-time thing later. So also in the house tonight, Malik. Couldn't do anything without this kid. What you up to, big guy? Is he there? Are you there? No, he disappeared. They're getting stoned. I know those guys. They're getting
Oh,
stoned.
did you want us? I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
Get high on, man.
What's
bad.
up?
That's my fault.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
We're doing great, guys. We just all came together and we're having basically partying over here. You know, just we want to bring the party to everybody in chat and just say hi and fuck. We're having a blast and do everything moving forward. What's up? We're doing great.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. It's nice to have a little bit of levity in this situation. So also, and let me tell you, Malik's another guy. Like all during the week, Malik, do this. Malik, do that. Malik, call this guy. Set this up. You know, and he does it with joy and pleasure. But we actually came up with a way to maybe give him some proceeds today. Thank you very much, Tupac, West Side, Oregon, for the $4.20 donation. So I will tell you guys that Dago was able to help me get into the Subcool account. Also able to get into the business account. So thank you.
No problem.
Still working our way through passwords and such as that to try to get into different accounts. The TGA email account for the website, if you send an email in the last 8 days, resend it because I can't read it. So we remade the email and you'll just be sending it to a new email to me. You won't know any different, but I can't find the password to the old website. It's a very frustrating thing. So you'll know I have a program called Dashline. Really cool. Dashline remembers all your passwords, all your receipts, but if your house burns the fuck down, it sucks because it remembers your passwords and it creates passwords. And how the hell do you know what a password is when you mash create? You know, so that's just one of those things. So also on the panel tonight, my right hand, Will, TGA Will in the house. How you doing, big guy?
Clay, I'm doing good. How are you?
All things considered, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. As long as I don't run out of hash, we're cool.
Right. I'm stoked you're at Dago's. I'm stoked to see everybody on the panel. I've actually had the chance of really sitting with a lot of these guys on the panel. I really want to get to hanging out with Farmer John a little bit and get grinding and see what he's got going on. But other than that, man, I've been hanging out with Fadah and Malik and Tricky and Todd and me. I've been talking every day. Minnesota. I mean, this is going to be a great show. I'm stoked.
You got to get up here so we can sesh again, brother.
That'd be dope.
So
I think we're going to come up there soon.
Also in the house, my host with the most. I tell you guys, Dago opened up his house to me, and I mean, in a way, he's like basically, you know, here's my PC, here's my refrigerator, here's my dog, there's a bed, there's some shit. I mean, I'm at home, and I don't have a home.
Our house is
Thanks, man.
this is
I
your
have a
house.
home. No, I have a home.
So
That's where I was
you
going.
just walk in the front door. You don't even need to text, brother.
Kids are nice. Kids are nice, respectful, intelligent, articulate. So super nice, and I do appreciate it. And I have to say too, thank you to Brian and Shayna for putting me up for a night. Thank you to Jen and Joel for putting me up for a night. And the reason I'm saying that is because you guys that watch my stream know I'm pretty pissed I don't have my own toilet, my own coffee cup, my own bed. That in no way diminishes how fucking lucky I am to have people say, "Sub, man, don't stress out, dude. Just come by my place." Some of the people are like, "Dude, go to my beach house, keys under the mat, there's food in the freezer." And I'm not like that. I can't. I feel weird. And Dago's just has a good mannerism. I do feel at home here. Anyway, I do appreciate that. So also on the panel tonight in the house, Bo, Wallace, and Tony, they're hanging out with Malik. What's up, you clowns? What are you up to? Can you hear me?
Background noise, I'm sorry.
I was just saying, hey, welcome you guys.
Yeah, man,
What's
what's
up?
up? Had a little smoke in my eye.
Cool. These two guys also, you know, pretty worried about me and shit like that, and everybody want to make sure I'm okay. So these two guys are pretty important in my life. So Farmer John is in the house tonight. So John, I canceled the booth at High Times because the fucking booth cost $12,000, and I could use some of that money back. But I'm thinking we might get a small booth. So don't sell us out for SoCal and High Times, even if it's just us walking the hell around throwing seeds at people, which we have done before. So we'll go down there and have a good time. I am trying to meet as many people as I can, build a new life, move forward from the ashes of this shit. So it's not going to do me any good to sit around and think about the cup. Let's go fucking have some fun. So whether we sell seeds or whether we sell hash or weed or whether we just stand around and sign cards or whatever the hell, I'm thinking we're going to be in SoCal. Will be there. Plus, we all work so damn hard. I think we could use the break as well. All right. Well, also joining us tonight, a couple of irregular friends of mine, also with their own stream shows. And I'm not as organized as Dago. I don't have y'all's time slots and shit. So people have been with me and in my life, and people I would not want to be without. So first off is Fadah Mike. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, thanks for having me, Sub. Great to see you. Dago's broadcasting tonight. Doing good. Just trying to keep my head wrapped around something pleasant, as you well know. It's nice that we've all talked with Patrick here of late, and I want to give him a shout out for all the stuff he does. Patrick, we love you. Can't wait to see his update tonight, but glad you're safe. I don't know, there's just no words. So I'll tell you, bro. I thank everybody in chat. I started to type everything in. I must have hit enter or something and it went crazy. But there's so many people in chat I'd like to thank for this past week. I'm speechless, man. The cannabis family has come together. A lot of these guys on here. Tony's come to the plate. I mean, I just sit here half the night and just shout out names. So I'm going to try to get into chat and spend some time over there. But I'm just happy that you're able to broadcast. I thank Dago for the great feed last night. The people up there at Soil King Soil, just, this is busier than a Taco Tuesday up there for him, man, I tell you. So I just want to give you some love. I got a good friend in the house. He doesn't want to be on camera, but Sub, thank you for, the show goes on, what we say?
Absolutely. Absolutely it does. So, also in the house tonight, Tricky D, the Resistance Show man, driving the force. How you doing, big guy?
Good, Sub. Good to see you got a spot to keep your head tight there over at Dago's. It's nice Dago do that for you. Good to meet you, Todd and Cladirus and Farmer John, man. I'm glad to see you're back out on the grind and doing good, brother. Minnesota, Fadah, Bo, Gigi, Malik, SoCal, Will, man, good to see all you guys. Good to see everybody in chat. Yeah, I've just been happy to be able to take a part of this, so it's a good thing. I can't believe how much we've raised, how much was raised last night, and, see what we can do tonight. It's exciting thing.
Awesome. I got to tell you guys, too, because this is a big network, and there's a lot of people trying to help and everything, and there's all kind of stuff going on. But just straight up, Dago went into mode last night. He wasn't paying attention what the fuck Subcool was doing. I'm making jokes and talking to him. I wasn't even sitting next to him. He had a spreadsheet open and he ground, and they raised $9,000.
$9,215.
$9,215. I mean, it became business. And that money will go directly in. And that's not fucking, what was the payment method? Do you remember?
It was direct to Soil King, so whatever credit
so
card.
we don't know 30% bullshit.
No, straight 100%.
All right, so they took the payments, they confirmed the payments.
all the fees.
Yeah, they took the payments and they confirmed the payments, so that's the way it works. When people were paying $400 for a fucking pack of seeds, and they weren't doing it just because of fees. They were spending money to help people out. So I think it's just cool. We figured out a way around the damn super chat, which is 30%. Or all these other little games that take 30% and got it straight to the people. And again, Pat actually drives to the grocery store and buys what people need. It's not like, that's why I told you guys not to bring clothes anymore. Everybody brings shitty clothes. We could take some clothes up there. Fucking, that's, if you're naked, no, that's cool, but that's not the entire thing about it all. So, also tonight joining us in the house, returning Foster of Cladirus Network. Thank you for coming by, buddy.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Yeah, we're so I tell everybody, considering the situation, I'm fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, we was evacuated all week too. I'm home though, so I feel very fortunate. You
got a home?
Tonight.
You have a home?
I have a home, so we're fortunate, but we were evacuated about 4:30 a.m. Monday morning, and it's not fun. So
no, it's scary. Well, if you don't mind kind of where you're at, you don't have to pinpoint it, but just the area.
Oh no, it was the Lobo fire. Everyone knows I'm in Nevada County, so yeah, it ended up being, just, I don't know, maybe an eighth of a mile, not very far, right down the road from my house, and it was coming quick, so we had to get the kids and get out, and I feel for everybody who had to go through that. That's terrifying enough, and the people who lost their home and then, or worse, their loved ones. I can't imagine, so we were very grateful this time, even though life's been pretty chaotic the last week.
Absolutely. And we will have I can't tell you what all's going on tonight, but I'm pretty sure me and Dago will have an after show and we'll get stoned and raise some money. I got some stuff to auction off. Dago's got some stuff to auction off. I think Malik has some stuff to auction off. But if you want to,
Sub,
yes, sir.
Not trying to cut you off, but I got a bunch of people who have donated some rigs and stuff that we want to auction off too. We got like 7 or 8 really nice pieces of glass.
There we go. So we'll do this directly. Malik, get Pat, right? I mean, get Pat and let him know we're going to dump some stuff. John, I would have expected no less. You fucker. I love you, man. So if you want to donate directly to the fire victims, and I'm going to tell some stories, okay? Because I told some of these stories you guys have heard, but if you have heard them, and I'm going to tell them again. By the way, I want to bring in, and I forgot just because he snuck in the back door before we get on the story. I'm sorry. SoCal. What's up, bro?
Hey, Sub. Good to see you, man. How you guys doing?
Are you on fire?
No, man, I'm not. Thank God. But, I've done everything that I could to, inject myself into helping out. And it's been really cool meeting everybody. I'm somewhat new back to YouTube. I took, quite a few years off, but, as you know, I've known you for quite a long time. And I've actually known Farmer John, not like personally for a long time, but, he started his channel maybe a little bit before I started mine. I'm not sure if he remembers me or not. Shout out to everybody on the panel and cool, man. Yeah, thanks for the invite. And I definitely got something to put toward the donation tonight as well. Thanks to Floraflex.
Awesome.
So thanks and glad to be here.
Cool. Yeah, well, you guys for sure hang around till a little bit the end of the show or after the show when we get serious about that. I like to not tie up the first part of the show with the money raising because everybody gets looking at numbers and all that shit. And by the way, Malik, didn't we do a shout out to Forrest not too long ago for one of our members? I mean, basically we shout out to him anytime we damn need something, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I contacted him up with Kate and Jeff with the Dog Restaurants, and I reached back out to them today, and they said they're gonna message you back for us. So, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. It's nice to have somebody who can just reach out in that realm, where they need CBD and stuff like that, or specific cannabinoid. So to donate directly to the fire victims, 707-894-3500. That is the Soil King, soilking.com. Thank you very much, C. Laud, for the $10 donation, New Zealand. I don't know how much money that is, but we are appreciating it. All right, so here's the story. So here's what happened. So I'm watching Nurse Jackie. Watching Ray Donovan, and I don't watch TV, and the main character's dying, so I wasn't watching it. I was in the bedroom. Jill was watching. I smelled pine straw. Just a whiff. Like 9:35. That's odd. And then Jill said, I smell smoke. Whatever. So she went out to the porch, and she came back inside, and she said in a loud manner, she said, we need to go now. I'm like, what? And so I walked from the bedroom to the porch. When I walked out on the porch, I really try to get this right. 5 football fields away from me, up the mountain, were flames 300 feet high. And you could hear it. It's cacophonies of propane tanks going off. And I definitely, at that time, now I understand what was going on, but at that time I was like, wow, it's fucking cool colors. It's red. It's purdy. This is not good. Jill grabbed the cat, grabbed her pocketbook, got in the car. She yelled, get in, go, sub. And I was like, I ain't fucking leaving. I was just being dramatic because I didn't want to watch my house burn the fuck down, and I didn't want to leave my house. I want you guys to know that we're involved in that momentary thing where Jill was yelling at everybody. I wasn't seriously going to burn to death in my own house. There was black in front of me and red behind me. I'm in a vehicle, brand new vehicle. I could go. I'm not saying I was not foolish, but I was not killing myself. So looked down at Toke. Toke looked at me. He's like, hey, I can feel the flames, Dad. We need to get the fuck on. So grabbed the hash, grabbed my phones, grabbed a couple things, got them to the truck. And I wanted to go back under the house and grab the seeds, but I can't breathe well. And it's under the house with no windows. And all like that, I said, you know what, if I go into the house and I come out the door and I'm dead, that's kind of stupid. So I left. I heard Jill, get out of the house. I left. Went down to the drive, went to the end of my driveway, waited, smoked a bowl, sort of God, until the cops came. Again, and he's like, you got to go. So I drove off. Waited up the hill from my house about 2 miles, and I'm trying to make this a little speedier than I tell it normally. The flames came over the top of the mountain and knocked one of those big metal aluminum power poles down, those huge fucking tripod thing. It just knocked it down, and I said, It's fucking on now. I mean, at that point, I was like, I wonder if the fire went around my house, you know, maybe it burned the neighbor's house and a couple houses. It's happened.
Yeah.
You know, when I saw this, it literally looked like an animated red hand that just came over the top of the mountain, and the fire was going 70 miles an hour. So it came shooting down. I've never seen anything like it. The whole valley just turned red from fire. And that's when 4 cops came with megaphones, made us go all the way down the hill to the bottom. Then we lost power there. We evacuated to Country's house. When I was in Country's house with his 4 beautiful kids, 3 little blonde girls and a little boy.
Yeah, I met him at the Soil King's place. Yeah.
And you look out in the back window, dude, it's... And it's, you know, little kids got to be fucking utterly terrified.
I can't even imagine. They're probably going to be scared of fire.
I'm sure most of the people that saw this shit are PTSD. So, you know, it was almost matter of fact. I mean, it's like you think we'll have to evacuate, and they're not from here. They've never seen fire. I'm not from here, but I've seen fire. And I was like, you guys are going to have to leave. And Country looked at me, he goes straight. I said, dude, you're going to have to leave in about 15 minutes. And there it was. It just got redder and hotter and redder. So he's in this neighborhood that you have to wind out of along the highway. And that's when you saw the fire. Like, I'm streaming, right? And then people are like, fuck, this is heavy as shit. I'm like, this is heavy as shit. And they're like, how close is the fire? And I take my phone and I turn it, and fuck, the side of the road was on fire. I mean, it's just like, okay, this is real as real gets. So out of there to a hotel. We stayed there for a couple of days, and then it got evacuated. And that's when I asked Jill, I said, this is crazy shit. I mean, we don't know what to do. I don't own anything. There's nothing here. The hotel's basically closed, but you're letting us stay there. There's no hot water. There's no bed service. There's no food. There's no breakfast. And they're not changing your beds or anything. You're just there with your animals and shit. And I actually urged Jill, I said, we got to get out of here. I mean, she was scared to death to leave the hotel. I said, we have to go. So I said, you can go with me, or you need to go north and get out of the flame. But she went that way, and I went south. But
she's got family and stuff there.
She's
right?
got family,
so
kids, a home.
Yeah.
We bought a home just recently for her. So it's not furnished, but it's a place. And just understand when you hear this story, these were decisions that were made in some of the most dire times possible. Me and Jill were holding each other and kissing each other, and then we had to rip each other apart and decide, what do we do? You know, and I ended up sleeping that night at a friend's house, and then the next night somewhere else. But then they kept evacuating us. I mean, son of a bitch. It would be like, okay, here comes the fire. I was like, what? So no food, no water. Gas is an hour and 15 minutes to 2 hours to get gas. So you pull in the gas station, it's like a fucking Chinese fire deal. Everybody's cussing at each other and honking the horn. Everybody's stressed the fuck out. And then the stupid people are in the way. If you're living in America, you know what I mean. The guy that's facing the fucking wrong way and in the way of 9 people, whatever, that guy. So then basically the fire still rages. So Napa rages up in Windsor. It's coming back. So Windsor's been evacuated 3 times. It's coming back again. Have you guys heard my nurse house burned down tomorrow, Monday? I have to go drive through the fire, swear to God, find a place where there's no smoke. Badger's going to get the meds from up above the smoke. We're going to converge somewhere in California to get my infusion, then I can get the fuck on. So it's crazy. Now, talk about help. What is the help? People don't have food, gas, blankets. Dave with Sonoma Patient Group ran out his house naked. You guys have heard my rant about everything, lose everything. Motherfucker ran out his house naked. So Pat's down there helping people. So what you can do now is you can actually go to Pat's Garden Center and you can say, hey, Pat, I don't have, and Pat will go buy it for you. It's like that. It's like, okay, where's that? Well, we got to go to Walmart and get it. Generators, whatever. So it's a helping effort like no other.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Red Cross, you got to be fucking kidding me. You couldn't get a glass of water. So anyway, that is really what's going on there, and we will talk about it a little bit more. I definitely want to get into the show tonight because we're going to get back into it. We spent enough time on that. So
can I just
please,
just before we end, guys, if you guys want to send items to the Soil King, you can. So if you want to buy some stuff on Amazon, batteries, flashlights, the little diabetes strips, the machines, the test strips, just that kind of daily use stuff. You can order that stuff off Amazon, send it directly to Soil King's address, and that will all go to help all those victims as well. So that's another way you guys can help.
Cool.
But, sorry.
Hey,
I want to throw that in.
No,
there.
I need your help. I need a co-host. Sid's an awesome producer. He sucks as a co-host. He just don't talk very much. So he don't tell me when I'm fucking up and shit. All right, before we get to Tdog, our guest tonight, which we have some really positive and fun shit to talk about, trust me. Let's get stoned. Fuck, it's been a long week. Let's smoke a bowl. Jesus. So, I mean, luckily we have the hash, so it's good. And you can buy the hash all over California because I've been riding my nappy ass around.
This is some good hash.
We
need hash in Michigan.
All right, well, we'll work on that. We work on that. All right, but I wanted to kick it real quick. I mean, just real quick, just a couple minutes. I'm going to just start all the way down the panel. We'll start with Tricky, from what I can see. Tricky, what's your take on this whole fire thing? You got people affected? Just give us a little spin on it.
Just the only people that I personally know that are affected by it are you guys from the community or the YouTube community. I don't know a whole lot of people out west until I started doing the YouTube thing, meeting you guys. You and Mendo and Herbin and Sid and everybody. So I'm just worried about you guys. I don't personally have anybody else over there that I know.
I hear you. Well, we sure thank for you supporting us. I'll kick it to. We're going to introduce Tdog formally in just a minute. But what's up, bro? Thanks for coming on. Welcome. Are you in the shit? You're not in the shit, are you? Are you in the war zone?
The Tdog?
Yeah.
The Tdog is in Michigan.
Okay. You're sucking safe. You're good.
But but my heart's been in my stomach all week, brother.
I hear you, brother.
And I just got word from Bleezy that Mendo's safe and sound. I mean, they kind of escaped the destruction.
Yeah, they got lucky. 2 blocks from their farm.
Amazing. So I'm just glad you're safe. We here in Michigan are feeling the pain. I have been. I've been following the story, and I'm hoping my new insertion into the Weed Nerd Nation can help the cause going forward, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, my friend. We'll be right back to talk about that in just a second. I want to kick on down. So, Will, I know where Will is. Will ain't fucking nowhere near his vibe, but I tell you what, he's affected because he has to deal with my ass in this bullshit. So, what you think, man?
I feel like I'm in it. Obviously I'm not there, but we're watching it and we're keeping an eye on everybody, and it's devastating. I mean, it's truly devastating. I can only imagine what everybody's going through. I talk to you every day, so I know, I get a good gist of what's going on.
I got you. And Tricky just brought up a good point. Sometimes I'm not the best. Of course, with the cladirus network. So cladirus network, basically what they do, Tricky, is they work with families and children for specific cannabinoids, not just CBD. So they'll find an illness that is very specific strain will help, or cannabinoid or mixture of cannabinoid, and actually target that illness. So, and again, not just cannabis, not just CBD, but this strain actually makes this kid stop trembling. Did I sum that up pretty good?
Oh, wow.
Did I mess that up?
It's we don't want to get too down that rabbit hole. You guys learned that last time I was on to get me going. But what it comes down to is what a lot of the cannabis industry hasn't worked out yet, and science will follow this up eventually, is that when we have symptoms that are endocannabinoid deficiency issues, we see the consequence, right? Seizure is a consequence, a migraine is a consequence, but we don't know yet is how to determine causality, and different things can break down in this system. So what we're learning is that by targeting certain receptors with specific cannabinoids, even people with similar exhibiting symptoms, we can individualize medicine for them that is much more efficient and actually can help deal with causality as opposed to just being kind of general with the cause. So that's what we do, and we do it for kids who are terminally and catastrophically ill, as well as, I spend a lot of my time helping anyone that I can. And maybe through this fundraiser, we could set up some consultations with some people in your audience. Be happy to sit down and spend some time with them with specifics, if they'd like, to help raise some money for it. When we got evacuated at 4:30 in the morning, the first thing I did was grab our kids medicine. And I had this one ready to go. I don't know if you see this there. And that says, oh, where is it?
I love you, brother.
That's so cool.
Look at that. Yeah. So last time we had talked to you, we had talked about some of the problems you had, and we had done some research and put some things together. And I was just about to put it in the mail when the fires hit. So
bless you.
we'll get
We'll
together
yeah.
when you have a mail-in address, and we'll make sure we can get you out some things that we, spend the time to really take the symptoms of and the science behind it and try to target what we know these cannabinoids can be beneficial with pharmacological evidence. So I had you in my thoughts before the fires, and as I rushed out of the fire, I grabbed my kids and I grabbed the safe and the medicine for all these people, because what else do we have? And this is what the fire teaches us. What else do we have but our life and our quality of life? And you say how it's affected everybody. I'm lucky to have my home. It was right down the road, but a lot of our farms are gone. And we're seeing that with a lot of our cannabis community. I mean, it's just devastated. And one of the probably impacts that's not going to get a lot of media attention is charities like mine work on donation. And when those farms go up, no one has anything. Everyone has to eat, has to live. So we're really concerned about what we'll see this year as far as being able to bring in medicines for kids and families who are counting on those things. So it's been a big impact, and it's going to trickle down into a lot of lives. So anyone out there listening to this, realize that the cup of coffee or $10 that you can go without is going to have little to no impact on your life, but could make a huge difference to some of the people who this fire has affected.
Awesome. And of course, we'll make sure that Pat knows that you need, because Pat has a shitload of cannabis. I can tell you that. It's just, it had to come down early, and they're having to deal with all kinds of stuff this year. So that's that network we really like a lot. I want to go back to SoCal. Garden was nice enough to join us tonight. Do you mind? I mean, where are you at? Kind of. I mean, I'm not trying to bust you out, but where are you at in the whole fire thing?
I'm actually east of Tahoe, about an hour.
Okay.
So I'm not in it, but I do have a few people I know. But for me, I'm not the type of person just to sit on my hands. If I can do something, I'm going to do it. And the type of money that I could donate is nothing to if I were to get together and bring some of my followers, to help out as well. So I just wanted to help, plain and simple.
Hey, thank you for getting cladirus to tell his info like that. That was really cool. I didn't know. There's so many things going on. You can't know who everybody is all the time, but that's really cool what you guys are doing, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man. I try to spend a lot of time bringing legitimacy and arguments to the cannabis legalization effort that really kind of cut through some of the bullshit that we hear when people talk about cannabis and all the stereotypes with it. So yeah, we spend a lot of time legitimizing all the work you guys have done for years with those people who like to have ridiculous arguments about protecting children. So we introduce real science and children to the cannabis conversation, kids whose lives depend on this amazing herb. So I'm just lucky to be here with you guys. I appreciate the invite.
It's really amazing. I think there's a lot of positivity happening too. I mean, look at this group of people that's here because of what's going on over in California. Like, there's been 24-hour streams going on for what, 4 days, Tricky? 3 days?
I actually believe we're on day 5, aren't we, Fadah?
Yeah, that's so insane.
We started Tuesday morning.
Actually, Tricky, we've been doing this since Monday morning.
Yeah, Monday morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
It takes so much energy. I mean, I see Fadah. I've seen Fadah throughout this whole thing, and I've seen you, and even myself. We get tired, and everybody just keeps grinding. And really, these guys, this community is the community that I know over in California. I know some people over in SoCal that weren't affected, but these are the guys that I know, is Sub and Mendo and all these guys up there. So you guys are grinding, man. You guys are awesome. Yeah,
I think that it really gives a highlight to who the cannabis community really is. I mean, I see immediately that, even cow growers got together and got lists of people who needed it, set up donation banks, other organizations got together. They immediately took action. And this is the cannabis community that I've known ever since I got involved with it, from a perspective of trying to save children. And, you know, it's one of the reasons why I have like zero tolerance for this, you know, still it carries on today, this reefer madness characterization of these, you know, horrible people in our community. When you work within the community and you meet some of the most amazing, loving, health-oriented, generous people that you're ever going to come across. I think the response to the fire has just been another example of exactly that.
We got an amazing person that just jumped in the panel, Pat from Soil King. Pat, what's up, brother? I know we haven't met, but it's nice to see you.
What's up, family? Man, been a rough one.
Yeah, we were just talking about how you're on the front line and you're helping people get food and dog food and really whatever anybody needs. So that's just kick-ass, man. It's really awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It's all of us have been doing it. Man, we all been doing it together. It's absolutely incredible. Being the you know, on the front lines, on feet on the street, I can't be here without you guys there. That's just the way it is. That's a fact. I can't do it without you. We are, as a cannabis culture family, we are really pulling together, really strong and really tight.
I think so too. That's what we were just talking about. I mean, look at this panel here. This panel right here is huge. I know everybody has either donated something or sent something or, you know, grinded for hours online. So it really shows, you know, what a big group of people can do.
Yeah, we had two. We had Nick Reynolds.
For those who don't know, why don't you tell us what you're doing down there?
I'm taking a sip of some tonic with no alcohol in it, right? Because this motherfucker can't do what I'm doing unless I'm green and sober, all right? So this has got tonic in it right now. I'm like, I'm doing what I do, right?
Perfect timing.
I love you, dude.
I got. What we're doing is.
You're doing the good work.
I'm doing the next thing in front of me on sub.
The good work.
We're doing the next thing in front of us right now. We have been raising a lot of money. I think we raised like as of 3 o'clock today, $6. There's probably been another $1,000.
How much was it, Patrick? You broke up. How much was it?
At 3 o'clock today, we raised $16,000, and that was from when we started a couple days ago.
Right on.
Yeah, so my goal is $100,000 by next Friday night. That's the goal, right? That's nothing compared to what we're going to need, but that every dollar and every penny is going straight to people in need, right? We got farmers up on the hill. They lost their cars, they lost their vehicles, they lost everything, and they're out there trying to water their plants, and they realize they have no fucking power, and they don't know what to do. I just lost you guys. Can you hear me? I hate when that happens, man.
I love it. We can hear you.
I lose you guys.
Yeah, we got
that shit too.
I can't hear you, but you can hear me, so I'm gonna keep talking. I only want to hear myself, anyways. You know. No. So anyway, so you got the guys in the mountains right now. All they got is they don't even have any power, so they can't turn on their well. Their well pumps aren't working. They got their flowers. Is one guy in particular, the only thing he saved is his flowers. Lost his house, lost his property, lost his barn, lost his animals, lost everything, but he's got his plants, right? Somehow his plants made it through it, but he has no water because they shut the waters off or the power's out, right? So we got him a generator, and he's up there, hooked his well up, and he watered his plants. So that's the money you're giving, that's spending. That's the boots on the ground. That's what we're doing. That's where it's going.
Love you, dog.
I'm going to go back out and come back in, I think. I'll do that, right? Or let me see if I can figure this out.
You're good, man. You sound good.
But when you're in your truck driving and the phone rings, it fucks everything up, man. You don't know shit.
I'm out of Bluetooth now. I'm on speakerphone. I can hear you guys.
Yeah, what I said was I love you, dog. That's So that's it.
I love you too, man. I didn't see you this morning.
Yeah, it's just.
When you coming back up here?
Well, the problem is I don't want to get in smoke, man. I can't. I talked to Country today. He's actually sick from the fucking smoke, so I'm just scared to get in the smoke. So I'm gonna get my infusion sneaky, and I'm supposed to go to the property, but they say the property's nasty, dude. It's like steaming with this smoky, shitty whatever. Anyway, I got to go up there Wednesday with the insurance and the lawyers. They heard me yesterday, but I called my lawyer and he said, "Fuck them. We're going to the fire line with a couple guys and my lawyer. They're not stopping me again from going to my property." I mean, I'm not being you can go. I'm not being irresponsible, but you can't tell a grown man and a lawyer can't go look at my goddamn house. So that's it. I'm gonna go see where my house is. So once we get that done, I'll figure something else out. So. But as you know, where Pat lives, he's been talking about it again. And to give you like from my end. I mean, I'm in the Dago's house now, but if I drive an hour north, it starts getting smoky. 2 hours north, you're back on the highway that's closed at places. Exit ramps are closed. And it's a police state. I mean, the cops I came across were really being assholes. So whatever. It adds to the whole anxiety of the thing. Is that still going on, Pat?
You know what? It's different. I haven't really. The police up here with me have been showing me 100% respect, man. They are just like. They're different. But then again, I'm a cannabis guy that doesn't give a fuck, right? And they know I'm transparent. They know what I'm about. I throw it in their face. So I've earned their respect. So they don't give me any shit anymore, right? When you got a guy who runs down the off ramp with a camera and puts it in a cop's face and says, "Why the fuck are you interrogating our people and racial profiling us cannabis users coming down the freeway?" And I got a fucking camera in their face. They tell me to get the fuck out of their face. I said, "No, I'm not going to do this. I'll see you tomorrow, though." And I show up tomorrow with a camera in their face. You gain respect, right? And they move on to a different on-ramp, off-ramp.
Awesome.
So,
all right,
I want
to.
Firemen.
Yeah,
Firemen have been coming in with donating products and stuff to us too at the drop-off center. It was really cool today.
How busy is
you know,
it
this,
there?
Man, it is like there's probably 10 cars at all times. We have U-Hauls and trailers coming up from San Francisco with all brand new shit. I say we went through $100,000 in product today, in and out, at least $100,000 in products today, getting to the people, at least that. The only thing I can say also is that all the places are full of products now. So clothes, we got to stop accepting clothes. I got 400 square feet stuffed their clothes right now that I can't get rid of. So
we mentioned that earlier. We mentioned that earlier. That's the first thing people grab, and always not necessarily the first thing people need. So unless you're naked. Yeah. So anyway,
they'll probably need it, but it's going to be a few weeks out before. So we got to stop the clothes. Definitely got to stop the clothes.
Awesome. Well, we're going to hear more about this later on. I want to actually get into the body of the show now, so we don't wear everybody out with tragedy and scare the shit out of everybody with PTSD. Okay. And I want to welcome Tdog. So Tdog is Tdog is a badass designer. He's worked with Barbra Streisand, Snoop Dogg, and basically you may have seen him. He's done some artwork. He did the Slimer artwork. He's also done one of the pieces of artwork I saw first was the Hitman. Is it Hitman OG?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hitman OG. Anyway, he has a really cool look, enough so that he caught mine and Will's attention, and we've hired him to be not only our artist, but design a look for our new brand. And he's creating artwork for all new strange. Wait till you see the Jesus. I don't know if he will preview it or not. That's up to him, but it's going to piss a bunch of Christians off. I can't wait till you fucking see it. And it's awesome. And what we're going for is a look. So we have a special red, a special green, special purple, orange, and we incorporate those in. And Tdog's got these wicked artwork that you may or not see. And what we're doing here is branding. So we've talked about this a little bit on the show. Well, as we move forward into the future, everybody's got weed on their shelves, and the only way to separate the one from the other is with branding. So we're very excited. We think we're cutting edge here a little bit.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Tdog.
Thanks, man. But it really is. It's more about branding. It's about who you are. It's like I'm the artist. I'm the cannabis artist. I've been doing this now for a year. It's interesting. I wanted to talk to Cladirus because that's how this whole thing started. Business was slow last fall. My buddy Michael J, he suffers a chronic condition called Behçet syndrome, kind of a rare. It attacks the whole body. He's been in and out of the hospital over the last 5 years. He's had open heart surgery. And he was doing a grow last Cannabis Cup, Michigan Cannabis Cup last summer. He was growing some Girl Scout cookie. In fact, that's the first design I ever did. And he said, "Can I put a label on my grow? You know, you use great artwork." I said, "Absolutely." So we did the artwork. He got an honorable mention. But then we came home, we were smoking some weed, and we said, "Man, there's so many strain names." So I just took on this project, and it's just interesting because, you know, that was in my Kickstarter project, Caladrace. I was talking about the whole thing about the, you know, the brothers in Colorado and the CBD oil that stopped seizures. I mean, that was kind of the impetus to it all as well, is because to break through that stoner, you know, stigma that's out there. And I, you know, I'm loving it. I'm an advocate now. I'm out there. You know, my wife let me grow my hair long, brother. And I'm back in my community, and it feels good. And it's interesting, in contrast to what just happened in the last week. You know, you can kick your ass, but it's also like this is where, you know, the rubber meets the road, and you know, we're going to just kick it forward and do what we got to do.
So tell us about your early years. So I love your work. We used to have these little stickers we put on everything, fucking exaggerated faces, eyeballs, tongues, and shit. And it really reminds me of some of your work. But where did you kind of get going from? Let's see what you got up here.
That's Pineapple Express. Speaking of the cross joint that is being kind of represented in the Jesus strain that we were working on.
Looks good, brother.
You know, but no, it's just this is my world. It's not just about drawing pictures and doing and helping the brand. It's helping the community. That's how I got into this. It's kind of like I feel like, you know, cannabis is at the forefront of the resistance to all the bullshit that's happening in our government and everything else, man. So this is my place. I'm an artist, you know. I got feelings.
I love it, dude. So, and he's also got Slimer. The Chernobyl's fucking awesome. It's a big factory. You want to preview something?
No, I didn't print it out. Everything's on the.
No, you can screen share it.
How do I do that?
Okay, so if you look up to your little thing, you got a little green arrow. So anything you have on your screen, when you hit that little green arrow at the top, it'll show whatever you got.
Now we got it. Okay, I'll take my time. We can
take your time. No hurry. No hurry. Plenty of shit to do. So basically, what happens? He continues to send me. He sends me the sketch, then he sends me color, then I make some suggestions. We put JTR in some of the stuff. Some of the stuff with North Star, we squeeze it in with some of the stuff with North Star and stuff like that. So, I'm sorry.
So now how do I get the art up?
So just pull it up on your computer.
Yeah, no, I got this.
Okay, can you make two screens?
Your entire screen.
Yep, and just share it. Just share it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, let me get it up on the other screen. Now we got it. I got you.
Okay.
I'm working it.
We're getting it. This is the quality TV that you're going to see here on the Weed.
I was just glad that Malik got me, you know, all hooked up on how to do this yesterday. So this is all.
And speaking of while Tdog gets this ready, dude,
Yeah,
if you guys can imagine, you know, you see me streaming live in the car. Imagine what people think when they're watching from other cars. Seriously, fucking seriously, because I can't see the phone. I'm fucking right. That motherfucker's lost his mind.
I'm one of those guys that yells at people when I see them on their phone in their car too. I'm like, get off your phone!
You don't see that with Subcool though. You see one knee on the wheel and he's over there like, you got
Dude,
a problem?
Straight up.
What's wrong? What are you looking at?
Straight up yesterday, I was smoking a bowl and streaming to you guys and singing da 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 da, and a popo just goes yeah right beside me. I was like, "Hi, dude. How you doing?" That's got real cool.
Yeah,
he took off. You ready? There we go. There we go.
Well, that's something I drew real quick after.
Oh, dude, that's badass.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. So you see why we put this guy to work. I mean, that's
I think I did that Monday morning, right after when I saw the news, man. I said, "What the hell can I do from here?" So
man, that's good.
First posted that.
Look it, love it, love the concept, love the idea.
Here, hold on here.
Thank you very much. So, The idea here is we want, and me and Will have been working really hard on this. So we want our cannabis produced in the best possible way, using organics, using everything that's done right, conditions, temperature, handling. Jesus, you should see the 3 pages on how it's dried. You guys laugh. We talk about wet or dry. Well, you want to know the answer to that fucking question? Well, Will could print it out for you. So, I mean, 62% relative humidity for 3 days or whatever the hell you guys came up
It's
with.
the dank.
It's the dank, baby. We're growing the dank.
Dank, you know.
Yeah, so I like it. So.
All right, here we go.
I'm pretty stoked for the sneak peek. I mean, this is like bomb. I've been hiding this.
Oh yeah, nobody's seen this shit you guys are seeing right
Nobody has seen this.
Are you seeing this now?
Cool.
Share it. No, got to share it, big guy.
Okay, hold on.
We'll get you. Just hang with us. Hang with us. We've been listening. Yeah, go ahead, big guy.
I'm the artist, man. I'm usually drawn.
I know this. That's why we like the show. Hey, I wanted to remind everybody that I did not write Herbin Sunday night because my house burned down. So let's not forget Herbin. He's actually probably sucking smoke because he's in Lake Port, and Lake Port is on fire. So anyway, let's not forget about Herbin. He's in, 4 weeks now? 4 weeks? Yeah, 4 weeks. So he's got 8 more weeks to go. So it's no joke. Oh, you're sharing screens, but you're not sharing the right screen yet. All right. So charity garden. We're going to talk more about the charity garden.
Sharing on the right screen. Okay, hold on.
We'll get you, big guy. Talk about the charity garden real quick. So the charity garden is still in effect. So I run my charity, and it's not a 501c, and it's my money, so I can do what the fuck I want to. So here we go. Oh my God, y'all ready for this? Check this shit out. There's Jesus.
There it is.
You want to piss some Christians off, dude? So we got North Stars.
No,
and
it's not. No, come on. This is the original hippie, man, and you know.
He's carrying the cross. That's
Instead of
awesome.
Dude, I love these guys. We got
it's
one
big.
love. We got one love. We're representing North Star because we think that's really cool. We got the parents on there, Hell's OG and JTR. And then Jesus is just looking. I love the fact that he's got a love tattoo on his arm, and that's just badass. So.
Exactly, because that's what he was doing. He was bringing more love to the table. So there you go.
Dude, I love the background that you finished up with the leaves on the back of the purple. That is phenomenal. Dude, that is hilarious. I want to hold one. That's just badass.
That t-shirt, I see t-shirts in the
Dude,
picture.
this literally almost brings a tear to
Stop
my
taking
eye.
screenshots.
You like it?
If you guys want a t-shirt, put it in chat. Let them know. Leave a comment.
Let Will know how good a job he does. Do y'all?
Dude, we've been working on this so hard. Tdog's been working, Son's been working.
If those things wouldn't sell by the hundreds at a cannabis cup for every string, I don't know what the fuck.
Well, you know, so let me tell you the story, and you know, shout out to the Dirt Kings and Lanson brothers because they you know, had been selling this strain, the Hitman OG, for the last, I don't know, he says for the last year. He called me up, and so I did these stickers for him. I should have shared that on the screen. I should have that as well. But he put my stickers on some jars, calls me up, he goes, the stuff was flying off the shelves. In fact, he sold 50 jars to another dispensary because they wanted it.
Oh, dude, someone put in chat dab mats. That's a hell of an
dab
idea.
mats. Hey,
Dude,
dab
dab mats? Are you kidding me?
Hit your green button there, Tdog. We're looking at your screen. So I think you did a pretty good job there, Will, Tdog, Subcool, of bringing this. And that's just one of 10 pieces of artwork that we're working on. So
That's awesome, right?
Peak, yes.
Oh my God, dude, my heart's pumping. It's so cool.
Well, we wanted to bring something exciting to you guys. It wasn't just like the world's on fire again. So, and you know, this shit is working. Like, this happened at actually not the worst time in the world. Because I'll tell you a couple things. Like, you know, my house burnt down. Well, trust me, I got Jesus OG seasons. Got him. It was like first call I made. I was like, do we have Jesus GCs in the warehouse? I was like, yeah, we got Jesus OG. So great work, Todd. I'm blown away, and Will has got chills. So can't wait for some more.
You know, this is all happening, and we're gonna, you know, keep the culture going. The dank's gonna happen. It's all, you know, it's funny because, you know, I've met you. We first met personally at the San Bernardino Cup back in April. And it's come full circle, man. This is, you know, I've been reading the book, and it's the perfect match, brother. So we're gonna do it.
I'm glad you're reading the book. So like a lot of people look at the book because it is a photo book. But a lot of people, there's a story
You
on
are
every
funny
damn
as fuck,
strain.
man. You are funny as fuck. I'm reading this shit.
Good.
When you go on the munchie binges, man, that's very cool. I love it.
I just gotta say, guys, we met Todd over at the Michigan Band of Stuff.
Yes, we did.
And it was badass. Like, Todd's a man. And this Jesus OG, this, like, makes us want to smoke more.
I burn that every day. It's one of my favorites.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Hey, by the way, 559 people in the chat tonight in support of the victims, and that's awesome. I mean, for my show, dude, that's crushing it for my show. And again, awesome. I came in a little unprepared, but trust me, we're going to take a 30-minute break after the show, and we're going to get together. I mean, if you guys missed it last night, in my truck, when I was cleaning it out on the road, because you know I got the fuck out of Dodge, I found an envelope. In the envelope, it's 490 seeds that came from the burnt the fuck down farm, and I won't tell you what they are. They are NYOB.
It's the seeds that rose from the fucking ashes.
It's the seeds that rose from the fucking ashes. That's what they are. So it's 490 of them, and this is a challenge. This involves a lot of shit that goes on if you follow me. So there's a lot of people that could use a hand. There's a lot of people who get jealous of others and want something. There's a lot of people who talk shit and don't do anything. So I came up with an idea last night on the fly. So I got 490 seeds in this bag, MYOB. Trust me, the genetics are solid as a fuck. But it'll screw it up if I tell you what's going on. So I'm going to take half those seeds myself. And me and Will and our team are going to create a brand new strain from it. And we're going to release it on the market. We're going to tear that motherfucker up. And then somebody tonight is going to be able to auction for the other half of that pack. I can tell you what I'm going to do with half of them. So there's your opportunity to get a hold of genetics that nobody else on the planet has.
You haven't even told me about this.
I know. Story and lore. They're all right here. Where they at? Yeah. They came out of my truck.
Yeah.
So 490.
Man, that's legit right there. Holy smokes. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I'll cut half of them, and whoever, when we put the auction up after the show tonight, you'll be able to bid to give the money to Pat to help people up in Northern California. And you're going to get core genetics that if you wanted to start a company, this is how I started TGA Genetics, with a bag of fucking seeds. So there you go.
I'm going to bid on that.
I thought you might.
Is this the news? Is it God's pick, OG? Is this the one that he left?
That's cool. God's pick, OG. That's pretty good, dude. That's funny
that's good. I like it.
All right, guys,
Awesome,
I want to check real quick. I know we're getting people in and out tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and bow my head out for the last hour so you guys can get somebody in my spot.
Tricky, thank you for coming and supporting. I mean, really, the way the
Thank you,
community
Tricky.
came together, that's awesome, bro. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey,
I'll be
Tricky.
back.
I love you, Tricky. Next time, bro.
I'm going to go get
Love
some
you,
work done in
Tricky.
the garden.
Love
Thank you. I'm going to go get some work done in the garden. I'll see you guys for the auction, for the after show.
Awesome.
All right. Peace out, Turkey.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot, brother. See you guys soon.
See ya.
Love you, dog.
Guys, make sure to hit that bell. If you're a weed nerd, hit that notification bell so you know when the auction goes live later on.
Yeah, absolutely. Sign up, hit the thumbs up button, donate if you want to. Dago got me back into the into the account where I can actually access the money and all kind of stuff like that. So I want to kick it now, and I can tell he's probably sitting on pins and needles, so he's getting 10 extra minutes tonight. So Minnesota Nice has been working his ass off there we go. Working his ass off to work on a super soil-like problem. So we want to use super soil. The super soil is hard to reuse. And not many people have figured it out yet. And the new project we're working with, the person's such a weed nerd, he said, well, I'll use super soil and throw it out in the backyard. And then Minnesota Nice got involved. Dan, tell us what's going on, Minnesota Nice.
So, yeah, we're trying to design a very large system here to be able to continuously reuse soil. Zero waste, zero spraying, 100% organic. What I've been working on is putting together a lot of different tea recipes. I preach teas all day long. I'm a big fan of teas and how they work with soil biology and how they can go in and function with all the life in the soil to actually help bioremediate everything. My favorite tea actually is an enzyme tea. I'll promote the use of that all the time, especially when we're using root balls. We need enzymes that are going to go in there and they're going to be the first ones to devour the dead root tissue for you. And then you put a plethora of microbiology on top of that through your compost teas. That's going to go in there and it's going to take all that bioremediation and it's going to make it bioavailable to the plant. And then we're going to go ahead and feed some nutrified teas on top of that with all plant-based ingredients. And that's going to be like a direct shot to the soil and the plant itself to give a little bit of a boost. And when I talk big teas here, guys, we're talking, you know, thousands of gallons of compost tea. It's actually really fucking exciting to be involved in all of this. So fucking coolest thing I've ever been a part of.
Well, and I tell you, these projects that me and TJ Will are working on, Lickety Split, that is my favorite thing about them, is that we're bringing people like Minnesota Nice. We are bringing Jeremy from Build a Soil. We are bringing our friends Smart Pots involved. We are bringing everyone along. Not only that, but we're saving $1 because our friends are actually covering us a discount on some of the products, like Jeremy, and he wants to get in on this $1 billion product, $1 million products.
Yep.
Hell yeah, he wants to.
Yeah, we've been working really closely with Jeremy. We're actually going to be using Build a Soil's. He's making a custom blend for us that we're going to be throwing in the facility. It's going to be awesome. You know, the people that are stepping up for this project are good people. I've networked and made new connections with people inside the industry, people that have years and years of microbiological experience underneath their belt on an agricultural level. This is a real awesome project. It's you know, it's the next level of organics and no-till and making a statement and creating a brand that nobody else has. I mean, I promise you, nobody else is going to have weed like this. So it's going to be great.
Awesome, dude. That is just phenomenal, and like it's damn exciting. So very, yeah, good job. And it's exciting. I can't believe it's still going to happen. So it's real, but it's not real to me. All right, so we are fixing to. I think Dizzy and Pedro are fixing to come in just a minute, and but we should take a break. We've been crunking for an hour here. We're like a telethon here, so I think we should take a break. So Minnesota Nice is going to bring up some music for us. Let's take a 5-minute break. Get your bowls, your bongs, your iced tea. Go to the bathroom. See you in a minute.
My tonic with no alcohol?
Tonic with no alcohol, brother. No lime. just tonic and lime. Yeah, just tonic and lime. It's all good.
Yeah, I walk one up in a weak country. What am I dealing with? Babylon, I try to stop it. What am I preach? Whoa, Mendo Do. Whoa, DJ Ignite. Whoa, and Windstrong. It's been a long time. We there in the weak country. We come to one. We no want no informer on ya in the weak country. Born and raised, we are rooted in the Emerald Tribe. It's a way of life here, and we telling them why. Legalize weed, CBDs, keep them alive. But to the feds, cultivating is a felony crime.
Support my activism. I'm taking hits like Kenny Estes, Brownie, Mary, and Eddie Left. Let me get this out to the sick so they can live. Felonies are being committed while doing this.
Mendocino is the county I'm stepping in. The risks that we take just to bring them their medicine. We veteran growers like B.E. Smith, weed country, Northern California, green tree gift.
Nick Black, induce this, edibles, cannabinoids, healing in different type of forms. You don't believe me, hidden treasure, no pressure. Wanna try it yourself, you'll feel better.
It's been a long time. We there in the weak country. We come to one. We don't want no informer on ya in the weak country.
This ain't a a drug, it's a natural herb, a medication prescribed by God for this earth. Observe, it heals the pain with these strains, mixing my soil and growing high grade organic. No pills cause they killing me. Originals, Mendo, Humboldt, Trinity, outlaws, living outside the law, doing it for the patient. I stand, won't fall.
Grace to Trinity, my first granddaughter. Original granddaddy's strain is much darker. Many try to replicate the market that they devastate. My country, heat country, don't tolerate a new face. It's family and we protect it with our faith. This is where I'd rather be instead of hip hopping all day. Livers just rotting away. Veganics ahead of the game and always we're weed country renegade.
It's been a long time. We there in the weed country. We come to one. We no want no informer on ya in the weed country. True farmer man, stand up for your right with all your might. I've been praying to see that day. Police control, instrument of state, farmers living in constant fear. The game is told, solidarity goes both ways. It a go trade in a Babylon. Babylon fill out the meditation, at the healing of the nation. The farmer man them need a new formation. It's been too long. It's been too long. We there in the weed country, in the weed country.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. So I'm going to tell a story. Got a story. Story. We're waiting on Pedro and Dizzy, I think.
Pedro had a bit of a headache earlier and stuff, and he was having a freezing issue at night, so he's on damage control.
Oh, that's cool. That's all good.
Hey.
But Mark is going to join us.
Mark! Hey, Bo.
What's up, Mark?
Are you here? Well, hey, Bo. Good to see you.
What's up, man? I'm making tacos for everyone.
Fuck yeah, I'll have cheese on mine, thank you.
Hey,
Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
Hey, today after the shit we went through, we've all been up since 4 in the morning, so.
Right. Did you get to stay?
We just came back sort of illegally, so.
Yeah, I know. All right, so Mark is with Green Grow, and just so you guys know how current this shit is, Mark was supposed to be at my house on Wednesday to till our crops after we harvested 16 inches down, and anyway, they burnt the fuck down, so we don't have that anymore. So, and he was under evacuation today, back in close to my town. It sounds like he snuck back in. So, you got smoke, you got fire. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah, we got evacuated this morning at 4:30 in the morning. They were like honking sirens outside. They were just going through all the neighborhoods, like yelling and screaming, you know. So we had to like get out as soon as we could. So I just grabbed a backpack and freaking left with all my roommates. And you know, this is the second time this week. On Monday or Tuesday morning, I don't remember now. This whole week's been weird, but we had the fire 10 houses down. A bunch of houses burned down. So we had a cop in our driveway who just forcefully came inside and ripped us out. So it was pretty nuts, you know?
Yeah. No, it's just what you understand. I mean, Mark's standing there making tacos, and it looks like just normal times, but trust me, it ain't fucking normal times. There's probably
normal times.
Fireys and shit outside, and it's probably nuts, and he could get evacuated. So,
well, yeah, we could get evacuated tonight again because the winds are going to pick back up, they said. So,
fuck.
I figured that, you know, having some really fatty tacos would just be something to get us all feeling normal again, you know?
I like it, brother. I like it. And, you know, we talked about it earlier. It's hard to leave your home.
Yeah, it really
is. It's fucking hard to leave your home. Yeah,
especially when you have shit growing.
Yep. So how smoky is it? How smoky is it where you're at?
The smoke was really good, actually, for the last few hours. But all of a sudden, there's smoke all over the ridge from, like, I'm over by Highway 12 where Safeway is.
Okay.
And that's where all ground zero happened this morning. So that whole area is just like a little bit east of that is just all toasted. And so there's still the Annandale area that's still smoking, and the winds are kind of shifting this way now. So I think they hit it really fucking hard today. So those firefighters and those airplanes did their job hard. So I'm not as concerned as I once was.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you something else that kind of freaked me out. I talked to my uncle today. He's back in New Jersey. And I mean, obviously they are slightly aware, but you know, this is local city. I mean, he was like, when I told him my house burnt down, they're like, what? There's a fire? And if you live here, you turn on the news and it's terrifying, which brings me to another point that's not on the script, has nothing to do with it. Do you got kids, Mark?
Yes.
See, this is no fucking bullshit for the kids. The news, in fact, I started turning the news off. The news looks like Armageddon, and it's scary. It's fire, right?
A bunch of bullshit. So I mean, they just keep repeating the same information over and over and get people wired up, you know?
Yeah, exactly. They scare the shit out of you. So, all right. Well, we are glad that you are here with us, and we are glad that you are still safe. One more thing I want to ask you. So, is it still like there's like apocalypse at the gas station, no water, very little food and shit? Is that still the case?
Things are getting better in a lot of areas now.
Okay.
Sonoma is probably, I haven't heard much about it, but it's probably just the whole square, the whole downtown, the whole area is just fucked.
God
so,
damn it.
And then I would say anywhere around Kenwood, anywhere around Oakmont is just like a fucking war zone. Like, you don't want to go through there. FEMA is already out here in full force, by the way. So they're like trying to lock down all the places. So, you know, FEMA. It's our
Oh yeah. And I'll tell you what, and I got to call FEMA when I get back and I get some check or anything. But I wanted to kind of tell you how things work out, especially because a lot of people are watching this. So I've learned a lot. I've talked to my insurance agent a couple of times. The one thing is I get a budget. I mean, I don't know my Chase bank account number because I don't have any fucking information, but once I get it and I give it to them, they'll actually give me money to live on, just like anybody with fire insurance that owns a home will. So that's a good thing. But one of the problems we have here where I live is there's nowhere to go. There's no hotels. There's no apartments. So I found an Airbnb, which is good. So that's step one. So step two is like they do contents of your house. So they'll just come to you and give you a check for the contents of the house. Well, we all know that whatever I put on that list is not going to be the value of the shit that I've saved for the last 20 years of my fucking life. Ain't gonna come close. And I'm not just talking about memories. The memories you can't put a value on. I'm just talking about the sheer shit. I'm thinking about one drawer in front of me that I sit when I'm goofing off that has, I mean, it's got a couple of drives, it's got a couple of adapters, it's got AB, you know what I'm talking about? Just your stuff. I'm a big stuff guy. So that's one of the problems. So then they give you an assessment of your home. So I don't know if they give you an assessment of your home, like, do they give it to you of the way it was? Like when you had beautiful oak trees and a beautiful view and sunset, or do they give you a value of your home in a fucking nuclear apocalypse? So the bottom line is they're going to give you a certain amount. It's not going to be what you could even come close to sell your home for. And then you have to pay off with the remaining balance of the loan and then find a place to live with a little bit of difference. So just because you got house insurance, you know, if you don't, you're fucked. But if you do, don't think like that means you get a new house. So I have not been through this process yet. So if you think like, you know, your house burns down and you go to Dago's house and then the fucking Allstate man goes out there and the good hands people and a couple of months you go back and there's a house, you're fucking stupid. And I'm fucking stupid because I was there like, what do you mean I'm gonna build a house? I don't know how to fucking build a house.
That's called a really good marketing team.
Yes, it's right. Yeah, it's so.
It's not a new house.
No, it's not a new house. So anyway, yeah, I know, right? So, and to stimulate, we don't know if we're going to build. I've talked to my neighborhood. In fact, I need to call them now. All 7 of us lost our homes. And when I say homes, I'm talking trees, gates, fence. And my fence fell the fuck down. The wooden post burnt down and it fell down. So that's a real issue there, you know. Mark, so what's up? You're just waiting now? You're watching the news? You guys are waiting to see if the winds are going to shift?
I'm not going to watch the news ever again. But
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I agree with that one.
We have that text alert thing to like 888-77 or whatever.
Yeah. Get the fuck out. Yep.
That failed us so miserably this morning, by the way. So I'm just gonna go outside. I mean, and you guys know I'm visually impaired too. So going out at nighttime, I need a fucking cane and shit. So going out last night, it's dark. You see this like heat coming, like, you know, it's a warm wind. It's the weirdest thing ever because you're in October. It's supposed to be about 50 degrees outside, and you feel a warm wind coming your way. That was this morning. So I'm gonna go out there, I think, every couple of hours tonight. And yeah, I didn't call my wife and let her know I was evacuated because, you know, she's pregnant. She's due in like 10 days. She's up in Washington, so I'm not gonna like freak her out, you know. So I'm just gonna kind of let it ride, and hopefully it works out. So.
Well, bro, I'm coming back for a little while to get my infusion. I mean, if I can do anything, and, you know, I got my truck and I got some gear and stuff. If you need anything, whatever, I'm here. You know this.
No,
Be
I know.
safe. And
you guys didn't even hear this part. My truck got stolen.
No fucking bullshit.
Holy shit.
Fuck you in the ass. Jesus.
Yeah. And you know what they said? The insurance company? They're
What?
like, you have comp and collision, but you don't have the comp and collision that has the theft protection. And I was like, it's a fucking 2007 turbo diesel. What the fuck do I need? You know what I mean? Like, you guys
Jesus Christ.
So I'm out like you know, everyone who owns a 7.3 turbo diesel knows that truck is rarer, and you know, it's not like a lot, but I mean, it's worth $10,000 to $12,000, so that's gone. And it's probably going to be found in some burned rubble somewhere because some dickhead stole it to go on a joyride.
I mean, really, and what you feel like right now, and I know Mark feels this. I felt this way the other day. You just feel like people are kicking you in the balls. It's just like, would you quit? Would you quit kicking me? It's yeah.
Oh, here's a better part. Is that one of my general manager of my company quit today. No, not today. He quit on Wednesday morning in the middle of evacuations. So that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Mark's been getting hammered pretty bad. I love you, Mark, man.
Jesus,
Patrick.
Man, the hits keep on coming.
Yeah, it's okay, guys. I mean, I'm pretty resilient too, and it's just like I'm waiting for one more last kick in the nuts, and then I'll be over.
I want to know when the fire goes out, we can go back to Taco Tuesday and I'll smoke a bowl together because this is too much intensity.
There you go.
Fuck. All right, Mark. Thank you
Mark can
so
make
much.
Tacos. We always heard Mark can make the baddest, biggest tacos. You're coming to cook us some tacos at Taco Tuesday.
Well, no, I'll cook you guys some tacos. I'm using my wife's recipe. She's from Mexico, and I made her roasted like aguacate salsa from scratch. It was pretty bomb.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta cook when you're in pain. You gotta cook, dude.
You gotta cook. You gotta enjoy it.
Yeah, good.
All right. We love you, Mark. Thank you so much for coming on and tell us what's going on. Be safe, my friend. All right, so there you go from the front line. You check that shit out? You guys hear that? I mean, you hear what he's going through? He's in the house illegally, so he's not supposed to be there. And I can assure you that outside he can hear So here we go, the mall story. I've told it a couple times. It's become my epitaph. So Wednesday, I needed a shirt. I own clothes for 4 days. And so I needed a shirt, and I wanted an affliction shirt. I wanted some jeans and an affliction shirt, so I felt like a somewhat human being. So I went by the mall, and it was closed, so whatever. I went on and did what I needed to do. That's the day I went with Bleezy and them and everybody got phone cards. And the Bleezy and them told me they were going to the Thai place, and I'm like an idiot thinking they know the one restaurant in town that's still open, walk over there. No, it's closed. I'm like, well, you're not paying attention and everything is closed. Well, I thought we were going to get Thai food. So riding back, I noticed some people in the little parking garage area. It's cars. It's like, well, there wasn't cars there yesterday pulling skater kids. Is it open? Yeah, dude. So smoke a bowl with Toke. Play some ball. Feed Toke. This is. If you see me out, you probably see me sitting in the back of my truck smoking a bowl playing with Toke because I don't have a house. That's what I do at my house. So got to get the sound effects going. So outside, it's pretty intense. There's helicopters. And there's fire trucks. And there's fucking fire trucks. There's smoke and shit. I literally saw a car turned over. I guess they were probably texting and streaming and smoking bowls, and it ran into a fucking wall. And so I was walking up to the mall door, and again, it's just so much noise. And I open the door, and it's like, dun, 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 dun. And I got fucking the girl from Ipanema stuck in my head for the rest of my life when I'm in a mall. So I'm walking through the mall, and the stores are all open, and there's no one in them. And it's fucking bizarre. Like the shoe store's got like shoes and glitter and whatever, but there's nobody there. Dun, 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 dun. I go about 6 stores or so. That's it. That is it. So I'm walking through the fucking mall. Wetzel's Pretzels is open. Like, sure, there's no one there except like the couple of people in the mall working. I go to fucking Affection. I get me some shirts. I go get Panda Express. And seriously, outside, the world's falling apart. I'm eating coconut chicken and rice and teriyaki sauce and shit and drinking. So so I come outside. The music's playing. Soon as I get to the door, music stops. What the fucking shit is insane. So the next day, and he saw it, I went back to Brookstone because there's no food, there's no water, the water's toxic, there's nothing to eat, there's nothing to eat. You can't, all you can buy is gas. So I go in the mall, again, there's nobody there, zombie apocalypse. I go to Brookstone, I buy something. I did buy something. I bought a little noise machine USB thing that I needed. And I told the guy, I said, hey, I run a fitness podcast, and I'm going to go over there and sit in your chair and stream. And he says, oh, okay, you didn't really seem to give shit. I went and sat in the massage chair. I had a Bluetooth speaker going with some tunes going. Because Brookstone's got everything you need. Yeah, they got all the shit you need. You can just hang out. But he was watching, right? So I was fucking off. And the massage chair came on, and I was sitting there. You guys were
doing
watching.
something.
I was doing something. And that thing hit my back. You know those little lower, above your hips? And I think I came a little bit, man. It was like, oh, God. I fell back in the chair. Man. So then I couldn't get out of the damn massage chair. So while the world fell apart, I'm fucking jamming out. I think I was listening to the Doors. This is the end, my friend, the end. While the chair went, so anyway. Malls, if the world ends, go to the mall. Mark, if you can evacuate, just go to the mall, man. Just got everything you need. Fucking craziness. So we're going to check in with Tony. Tony is with Galactic Gardens, one of my breeders, him and Bo, working hard. And by the way, we've not done this yet. 542 people. By the way, see those guys right there? See that guy smoking the blunt? If it wasn't for him, we would have lost fucking Space Dude and Tiny Bomb for the fucking keeping the genetics. Fucking called us. So you got Space Bomb and Tiny? Yeah.
Alive and well.
Got Romulan? Yeah. Fucking A. See? That's how we roll. So that is a big deal. It's bigger than you guys think. I don't even know what else you got. What else you got? What else did I send you guys? Is that it?
We got a lot going on over here.
Vortex mail.
Awesome. So, what you got? You got the AK-47 time locomotion. It's passed both sides of the test.
Yeah, we've got a name for it now too.
What are we gonna call it?
Sour AK.
Power AK.
Sour with an S.
Sour AK. Got it. Sour AK.
So a lot of them coming out really nice and sour, and it's both. When you get to about halfway through a jab, you get some loco.
It's 420 in France.
It's 420 in France.
They're watching in France right
now.
now.
They're watching in France. Ooh la la. Well, we got Frenchie. We got the Frenchie crew in the house. By the way, smoke amongst yourselves, everybody. I see you are. I have one thing to say. There's a lot of people watching. A lot of people have extended their help to me, and man, I can't thank you enough. And I mean, I got a shirt, a hat, and a coat today. But I will tell you guys, especially my good friends, if you guys are going to help me and everything, text me or call me in a week. I think 80 people asked me if I needed their help today. And I don't need their help today. And then next week I'll be fucking needing some shit, and I won't remember all these guys. I'm just serious. I can't. There's so much at one time coming at us. So.
You can still use that address because you'll be coming through here.
I'm coming through here. I will. This is actually kind of a home for me now. I will always, anytime I'm in the area, I'll be coming by the Dago. So make sure you send that. And Dago's already got me 4 or 5 packages here. I got giant Sour Patch. But I got a bag of Sour Patch Kids. I can feed all you motherfuckers.
2 pounds.
2 pounds of Sour Patch Kids. I bet there was no oranges. I bet there's a couple of oranges in that bag, and then beef jerky and hats and a bottle of water.
Tell them about the first box you opened.
Oh, dude.
You lost your mind.
I opened the box, and there's 5 pair of these. 5 pair. The exact glasses that I wear every day, and I'm naked without these things. Look, this is me without the glasses. This is not Subcool. Oh, yeah, okay, it's Subcool. Man, you got the fucking glasses. 5 pair. They're in my glove compartment, locked away, and I can't thank you enough. I didn't have any passwords or anything. I can't even thank you enough for making this happen. So,
oh, look at this. What's this?
Oh, look at this one. This
Jack
is
the Ripper?
look at the Jack the Ripper, by the way. Tdog's working. Look at that shit. It says dope as fuck.
Oh, we dropped 2. Holy shit.
Is that shit sick or what?
That's amazing.
Look, it says sativa on the paint can.
Oh, dude.
See why we put this guy to work?
Detail in there.
Damn. Like stuff cool like Willy Wonka.
Wow.
Hey, so I still had a few of the future crosses that we've got in they're cooking right now that be ready around Thanksgiving time. That I was going to let the nerd world know about too.
Tell me about him, bro.
We got Space Dude in with the AK-47 Space Dude. Excuse me, Iron Sweet Skunk by Space Dude, AK-47 by Space Dude, Blueberry Hill by Space Dude, which is Island Sweet Skunk by Ace of Spades, crossed into Space Dude.
Awesome.
Those 3 right now.
Well, I want to let you know, and I have to apologize. I mean, you guys have been really good about the testers, and we really have the testing network working good on you guys. I've been very strict about the test results and everything. So a couple of things need to happen. We need to get some more testers to the office. And you guys need to send me both the short and the long form because they're on my fucking desktop that burned down. So I know Malik has those, and I'll get this back up on my laptop. And as soon as I get stationed again, I gotta buy a battle station. Me and laptops are just like a laptop is like a fucking home phone is to I just can't. I can't. But I got one, and Dago got it to stop fucking talking, and he got it to light up, and it's Bang & Olufsen fucking things. Bluetooth. Fuck you, shut up. Anyway, so Tdog is on, and I appreciate it very much. And so, Space Queen times Sweet Island Skunk. Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh man,
Island Sweet Skunk.
Yeah, that's too much. So anyway, we'll get those back in the test network quickly. We'll get those forms in there, and we will get those back online. And hey, how fun does it be to move to the front of the TGA test network? I ain't got a drawer full of testers now. So I get your shit going to get to the front of the line. I joke about that a little bit, though, because I've always, when the test drawer, you guys strains, I want to make sure it goes to good people, because we had a long time where we sent out test strains and we get nothing back, and that pisses me off.
Can I throw something out
Please.
there for the fans? I just want, if you guys are ever thinking about, getting some TGA genetics, and I know you guys I've only known Sub a little bit of time, but I know you guys here on the panel have known him much longer, can hear it in his voice too. If you were thinking about TGA genetics, what this guy's got cooking coming up, this guy, he's hungry, and he's back, and he's climbing from the ashes. Look at that.
That is fucking sick. I just got a grower chub, dude, for real. Will, you seen this one? I ain't seen this. That's fucking sick. Look at Vic. Oh man, dude.
Dude, that is
all I'm saying is just that he's coming back, folks, and he's hungry, and he's coming with a force and a strong team behind him. So good on you, brother.
Plus, I told you guys, it's worse. I ain't got a garden. To play with. So all I can do is get busy.
Careful, boys. He's moving into management.
Man.
Fucking crazy. But it is. And so watch this. And it's gonna be a little bit dick move, but this is kind of fun. Hey, Will, am I growing? Did you start those seeds for me?
You are, yeah.
Did they germinate yet?
Yeah, they're good.
All right, so there you go. So I made this is how you grow pot when you've been growing pot for 40 years and you're tired of growing pot. You go, hey, Will, yeah, man, germinate your seeds. Yes, sir. Well, they germinated. They are. There you go. I'm growing weed. Bam. So, thank you, man. It means a lot. All right, let's see what else he's throwing up. He's throwing up all this shit.
I'm gonna throw.
Oh, that's the Jack.
Man, he's just dropping bombs.
No, the Space Queen. I really like the Space Queen because I wish Vic High could see that. Vic High would really be impressed. All right, back to the boys up in Michigan. So what do you go up there and chop that 40 trees a fucking day, Tony? You're like Paul Bunyan up in this motherfucker, dude. Like, you are one of the hardest working people I know. How are you going on the land? You got your trench done? You got power?
No, they're just putting the footers in for the house now. So I'm done cutting trees until next summer, probably.
Fucking awesome. 562 in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button. Welcome to make a donation. Please go support Soil King, helping lots of people tonight, like Mark, who's in the channel facing and stuff. So let's talk about Michigan laws. So California has these fucking weird laws, and we don't know what happened because it burned the fuck up, and everything's changing. So what is Michigan doing in 2018? What is y'all's med law doing? What's changing? Commercial, recreational?
In December, things are December things are changing where all these dispensaries are going to have to reapply for their license, and if they don't, they're going to get in trouble, I believe. And you're not going to be able to take your overages to the shops anymore and unload them. They're going to start canceling that. So you're going to have to go to farmers markets at the most to get rid of all your flowers. The licenses are going into effect for 500, 1,000, 1,500 plant counts very soon. Everything's changing really fast, and we're just, we're taking care of business over here, producing everything. So,
Malik, I heard there was going to be a small lag between recreation and medical, and people were going to not be able to get their meds for 30 days or some silly. Am I on track, or is that correct?
That's correct. Yep.
Tell us about it, Bo.
Basically, if you don't have a personal caregiver, once December 15th hits and the shops are supposed to close, you're SOL. And it's wrong. I know they're trying to get an extension for the medical patients in the state, but I don't know if our state government's willing to even listen. All they're chasing is the dollar currently.
Jesus, it's fucked up. Hey, 420 Nerd Green Thumb brings up a great point. So we have a Colorado rep, Red of TGA. They got this weird system, though. He's not a dispensary, so he can't call on you. He can't go to dispensaries. If you ask him, you can buy a pack of seeds from him in Colorado. It's just patient to patient. It's just one of those strange little things.
Yep, that's the way it's going to be here.
Is it? That's fucking crazy.
Up and down low, yeah.
It's going to have to be.
State license. On the state of
Even as a medical patient, you can't transfer from one person to another unless they're one of your patients individually that you have a card for.
Hey, Malik, Tony, hey, Bo, listen, if I get a note from my fucking mom, can I play?
Right.
Oh, there's ways.
No, there's ways. Awesome. All right, so I want to where we at? Oh, Tdog. Back to Tdog. So what's your favorite smoke, dude? What do you smoke? You smoke hash? You smoke joints? What's your strain?
Well, it's what I can get my hands on.
Okay.
The truth is I'm a flower guy, and I love a good sativa or a dominant sativa. I love a good Jack Herrera, but that's pretty rare here now in Michigan lately. And Blue Dream, and I got some Galactic Jack right now, which I found in a dispensary down in Detroit. So,
well, that strain you're showing off right now is Jack Herrera dominant, and she'll slap you in the face, but she is getting harder and harder to find. But I see a resurgence, so I'm going to go off here on a couple of things. One thing that I saw yesterday that really made me happy was I was at a large dispensary, Alpine Alternative, and I got to tour their bud rooms, breeding rooms, cloning rooms, and let me tell you, Will, dude, have you been in all those rooms? Fuck, I got lost. Homeboy's got good Lord, he's big. He's got a lot going on.
It's really awesome.
But he had a lot of poo-poo. He had a lot of Blue Dream. He had a lot of SRVOG. He had a lot of stuff, and when I say poo-poo, I don't mean anything's wrong with it. I mean, it's the same shit every other dispensary has. So one of the problems when you go to Amsterdam nowadays is every dispensary has exactly the same fucking thing. Every dispensary has
You got to
Amnesia
differentiate.
Haze.
You got to.
You can't, that's it. So Brian has started, and talk about, you guys want to be jealous, he started all 49 TGA strains. He's got a stash. He's even got some of the older ones. He started all of them. And it was cool to walk into these rooms, and it took me a minute to notice, but I was like, oh, a whole flat of Kirk, a whole flat of Cheesequake, a whole flat. So I saw a bunch of TGA genetics. There's two reasons he's doing this. One is testing now is getting really, really, really critical. And it sounds like you can test for SM90 a long time. And a lot of these companies in that area have been using just the same old OGs and stuff to breed with. They pick them up from other shops, and they're contaminated. So especially Alpine, they want to deliver a clean product to their customers. Once Brian found out that possibly, that SE has been playing this down, this SM90 contaminant, so he's going to start from seed. Now, I can tell you that, and I can't say 100% because I got a Cherry Pie OG and a Pinot from other growers, and those growers don't use bad products, but I can't stand by it. But my garden doesn't have SM90. It doesn't have things that are on the ban list on it. We don't use them. And so that really gets us. We got a new one.
We both saw it at the same time.
Juicy fruit. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's really nice. They do that for Cincy. By the way, I really like that strain a lot.
I actually did that for a good friend.
That's very nice, man. I love the way it came out on the sides with the jets. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
No, I'm paying tribute to some of its parents there. The tie, the guy's wearing a little tie bandit, a little headband.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So,
go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No. You're good. So, some of your strategies that get so creative. I mean, this is pretty much your ballywick. So, who else do you work with?
Well, I'm working with. It's interesting how it all started to be. The whole thing started with the Kickstarter project, basically to design. If you go to the site, you'll see links to what it's all about. That I'm basically, I'm going to design every known worthy strain to mankind, motherfucker.
I like it.
And, and so it's gone on this way. But what's occurred is that as an artist, as a guy that knows Brandon, as a guy that knows the business, as a guy that knows the culture, it just naturally, organically, not to be no pun intended, but just the community has just come to me in a way. And so I'm working with various growers, some growers up in the Northwest, in Colorado. In fact, you talk about, the culture and all. One of the guys I was working with, he's in jail right now. So it's crazy. So, but it's all good though, because I'm putting this, I'm availing myself to this industry because one, my talents, and two, this is in my wheelhouse. Just, the kind of designs I can do. And I love what you're doing because you're sticking true to the culture.
Yeah, just having fun with it and trying to make a difference.
No, exactly. No, and that absolutely. That's the other reason, because that's what I'm doing. And I get that. I've been watching. That's what I'm saying. I've been watching your show. I've been a Weed Nerd fan on the side for a long time, and now here I am.
Exactly. I want to kick it over to John. John never gets any airtime, and he's so polite. We're trying to work him in the show.
I met him up at the John. You remember meeting me up at the Hemfest?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked at the Dungeon Vault booth for a long time.
Exactly.
So you've been safe. You're off the paper. You're still working out like a fucking madman. I see you're online. But what other than like us getting started with a little bit of play and maybe you working with Eli in our project down in Arizona, what have you been up to, John?
Basically, I've been building cabinets up here. I'm trying to get my feet back in as much as I can everywhere I can. I was out there today helping a buddy set up his AC and get some lights hung up so he can get his grow back on. But I'm basically just trying to get in where I can get in, waiting for the best opportunity, hoping I can come down and work out with Eli and everyone down in Arizona.
Well, you might. I mean, again, my future's uncertain. I don't know where I'm sleeping every night, other than tonight and tomorrow night. But you might want to think about going with me. I mean, all you got to do is get here. I'm driving. Me and Toke are driving. I'm not fucking flying. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna take all my hash because I smoke 4 grams of hash a day, so I get lonely without it. So I
Subcool.
And so anyway, I'm just think about it. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna spend a couple of days. You could fly back if I stay down there, which is probably gonna happen for a little while. It's a clean, safe place for me until it gets hot. So we really want to make that happen. And I can tell you the deal's gonna happen. So think about it.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely in. Count me in. You just say where to be, and I'll be there every time I'm in.
Cool. That's what I love to hear, brother. All right, I wanted to spend a little bit to talk about TGA rebuilding. Will, can you do me a favor? Can you pull up the what we saved list? Is that possible? I mean, you got it on an email or something. It's this little spreadsheet, piece of paper we took. The thing that Jenny sent us. Can you pull that up? It may take you a second to pull it up. So we were lucky enough to we have several locations. And one of the locations that I work at is North Star Genetics, Jenny and Joel, and they're in Forceville. That's where I slept the second night I was there. And they're not on fire. I can't even say it any better than they're not the fuck on fire. And they have some time. So Jenny's got all of the seeds, like by the front door, along with their personal, what I didn't get to do. I mean, they got closed and it cleared off. It's perfectly clear though. So if it turns, they're okay. And Will's going to pull up what we actually got out of there. And it's substantial. And before you see this list, I mean, you guys, I shouldn't do stuff like this because this is definitely proprietary stuff. But I want you guys to know I'm proud of this. that we were smart enough to move stuff to other locations. But I mean, some of the stuff we have thousands, and before y'all freak on that, you got to understand that we have buyers in medical states that can buy that in one load. But the point is, we didn't lose our genetics. And the reason I want you to see this is because a lot of people think, they're like, well, and I spent so much time focusing on I lost everything.
Yeah.
I did lose everything. I didn't bring anything out of the house, not a seed pack, not a drive or anything. But we have gear. And I actually want to see it again once I fix it up. Going forward, we have the Pinot. We have the Cherry Pie OG in the house. Scotty 106 dropped it off the first night. The outpouring from the community has been impressive. Kyle Cushman was on the phone the first night with Jill. You can have the Strawberry Cough back. Tommy with Duke Diamond. Hey, we got your A13. We got your Jack's Cleaner. All of that stuff. Galactic Gardens. Hey, man, I got your Space Dude. I got your Tiny Bomb. And so we are slowly rebuilding the things. We will have to select a new Jack the Ripper male. We will have to select a new Quirkle male. Luckily, I'm pretty good at selecting males, and we have a little bit more team now that we can do so. I'm thinking that maybe the boys over at Galactic Garden, it's time for them to do a 30 run and find something. And so that's kind of moving forward on the seed update as far as testers are concerned. Coma Creations, you know that guy I'm working with, Coma Creations? I think he's got like 1,200 Chernobyls, and not so much testers because, you know, I wouldn't release a Chernobyl F2 maybe by another breeder, but I'll give you guys these. So everybody knows the one thing that I'm the most famous for, I think so, is giving somebody a pack of seeds. So I don't have any seeds to give away now, so people have started offering. And don't forget, where did I put the seeds? After, at 9 o'clock after we kick off, like 8:30 when we kick off the new show, we're going to be giving away these seeds for you to start an opportunity with. And then we have all kind of other stuff. Auctioning off.
Not giving away. Yeah.
Not giving away. Malik, can you tell us, do you have some stuff over there? And then I'm going to give it to Dago. What you got going on the auction tonight?
We got Integra packs, donating 100 Integra packs. And then we have Blue Planet Nutrients is also going to donate like one bottle of each of their 3-part, or like of each of one of the line 3 bottles. And then we have Tarik that wants to pop in and support us. Expert Joints. We got just a list of guys that just want to come. You know, everybody wants to support. So
thank you. So here's, you can see here, this is what escaped. And I mean, this is hard shit. This is our company's giant. This is what got out of there. So Deadlights, that's the original Deadlights with that original male. And that's the one that we hit 21, 22, 23% CBD. So that's a line that needs to be protected. You guys understand as growers and smokers how important those 500 seeds? That strain hits 22, 23% CBD one. So 22, 23. What do you think about that, Fadah? I mean, Forrest, that's important numbers, correct?
Oh yeah, you don't see that very often. I mean, some of Ringo's original ones, but yeah, you don't see those kind of numbers.
So the Scarlet Queen, we have the Scarlet Queen in stock. Where the hell did it go? Well, excuse me, Nepali Queen. The Pinot Rita is one of the strains that I am one of the most impressed with right now. That's an original Colombian gold, Santa Marta Gold times Space Queen. You guys, if you miss the fact that we have fucking Colombian gold on our menu, thanks to Chef Joel. A Grape Lime Ricky is a strain that's going to take off strong because I have many. The Rip Bubba, the 3D, the Jesus OG, important shit, Pennywise. All this stuff is original. So that Agent Orange is made with the original Jack the Ripper. So when you go shop and see the Cheesequake, we did not lose Cheesequake. So when you guys are shopping this year for your indoor crop, just understand that everything that's going into the shops now is original stock. When we recreate something, if it's not original, if it wasn't made with the same father and the same mother, unlike the Dutch company, we will indicate so on the website. So if we have to go in and use a Jack the Ripper 2. But having said that, when I picked the first Jack the Ripper, I did it in a 10-pack in a little teeny closet. And I got most space now. So when we have Phylos and we have Steep Hill and we can do more testing. So.
Well, and I'll tell people, I mean, you talk about it today, whether it's in a booth or not, you'll be at SoCal, one way or the other. So if you want to get your hands on the genetics,
yeah,
and they're limited supply.
They will be.
Very limited. So SoCal Cannabis Cup, that's the place.
Yep.
That's the place.
If I don't have a booth, I'll just have a giant bag with me. I know how to do that. And will. And John Parmesan. So be the fucking 3 amigos rolling through that motherfucker with the baddest genetics in there.
And according to my calculations, and we have video documenting proof, Your bag holds 10,000 packs of
Fucking
seeds.
yeah, it
So,
holds 10,000 fucking seeds. Yeah, fucking, we know that shit. That's awesome, dude. I love that shit.
That's a big bag, so make sure you find Subcool at SoCal.
That's fucking awesome. All right, go ahead.
See, my buddy that took me to the
Oh my God.
Can Cup last year, Master G. He'll probably want to go up there. What was he? He sent me a little note. He's running Cosmic Glue, Headspace, Jazz Queen, Hit Girl, True Love, and Midnight Mango 2. His own back cross version of his friend's cross of Mango times Cinderella 99. All are grown organically along with weekly applications of Soil Balance Pro on this run. But he wanted to relay this to you, man. He's met you before. He knows you.
Dude, that makes me happy. All right, I'm gonna. I came up with an idea this morning. It formed over the last 2 days. So as you guys know, I stream a little bit, and we found out we can't get the board cam, damn it. But we're gonna get something to mount my phone, so I can like clip it in places. We can hit 300 live. So I actually can like say if I'm showing off a product, I can take a small clip of it and it'll get 2,000 or 3,000 hits. As a company. Nobody watches fucking TV anymore. And if you do watch TV, you got a button on your TV so that you can skip the commercials. So nobody's watching commercials anymore. And everybody wants to know what everybody's using. So like, I guarantee you, I have sold more fucking Chick-fil-A than any Chick-fil-A commercial ever produced. Because I'm live. I'm like, where you at, Subcool? I'm fucking Chick-fil-A. Everybody's like, fuck, where's Chick-fil-A? I'm serious, I'm live. Like, I'm in Chick-fil-A, motherfucker. Dude, I just won 2 miles. Everybody's firing up the Google Maps. 2.6 miles to sweet tea and fucking Chick-fil-A sauce. So I was thinking, and Dago's got me all pumped on this stuff. So I was like, okay, this is smart. So I just lost all my shit. Y'all know that. And one of the things I want is some Method 7 glasses. So I had this really cool idea. I was talking to Malik today, and I was like, you know what would make a really good commercial? Is if Malik calls Method 7 and says, hey, Sub's house burnt the fuck down, and all 4 or 5 of his Method 7 glasses that you've given him over the last 10 years are gone, and he'd like some more. And then what I'll do is I'll show the box. So we're live. Hi, we're live. Bam. Look what I got. Hey, fuck, I lost my glasses. Oh, look what I got. Oh, Method 7 glasses. So you record it, and Dago also mentioned I need to get more on Facebook because of the number of people I have on Facebook. Mine's huge. Then, when I'm doing a show, when I'm doing a post, you just run the commercial. It's not long. It's only 30 seconds. If you guys don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it. But when it goes out into
I can hear the hate bashing coming.
Oh, they'll fucking drive. They'll kill my ass,
No,
but
they're
I
gonna
don't care.
kill me.
Yeah, he's did it. It's his fault. So I'm a capitalist stoner. It's okay to be a capitalist stoner. I like nice shit. And that's where we're going with this. So I just think it's a fun idea. If it works, it works. My idea at first is to give free shit. But what if we could turn this in to big companies? And then, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention the other part. The cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. A commercial would cost a fortune. So, I mean, I can be bought cheap, okay? So, like, somebody could just, like, a pair of glasses could buy
You're
me.
a sellout now?
I'm a sellout. So, like, basically, now, let me clear this up. I won't advertise shitty products. You guys know that. The people watching know me better than that. Like, if your product sucks, I'm going to say your product sucks, so you might want to watch out for that. But like 420 Cleaner, I'm already endorsing 420 Cleaner. So, and by the way, on that note, how the fuck did the Gorilla Tent people not get in touch with me? I mean, we made hash in a fucking Gorilla Tent for 3 days streaming with Frenchy.
Right now. That's not right.
How the fuck did they not get this? I mean, come on. So we think A, it's fun, and B, I put Malik in charge of it. So Malik's going to be calling lots of companies, and we'll be offering to do, at first, something simple. But how cool would it be if we could raise a couple of dollars for charity by simply doing a couple of commercials? By simply
Or maybe have it stitched along the side of your new seed bag, right there at the cup, you see. There you are at the cup getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. Any chance that got out alive? Probably not.
Hey, Sub, I gotta jump off.
Mark,
Hey,
we appreciate you coming by. Come on
I
back.
just told Malik I'm gonna donate $2,000 in Ring Grow products for your fundraising raffle. So I'll let Malik know what this stuff is. Just tell everyone that it's stuff.
We know. We got you. Mark, we got you.
You guys, I'm gonna
love you. Be safe. Be safe.
I will. Thanks, guys. All right, bye.
good timing. Craig, expert joints, has joined us on the panel tonight. How are you doing, Craig?
Hey, good guys. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, where you at?
I'm at the Vancouver Canucks game, if you want to know here. We're doing a very Canadian Saturday night. I am, yes, it's the first intermission. The little peewees are down there right now with about 20 of them on the ice, I think. Definitely not going to be a high-scoring moment, but I just wanted to pop in for a second and say congratulations to everybody from last night. That was amazing, man. $10,000 raised. That's just shouts to you guys. And I love, as a broadcaster and as a showman myself, Sub, the fact that the show goes on, man, my hat's off to you, brother. I just saw a small little, yes, applaud for me. Thank you, Dago.
No, I'm applauding for him. Fuck you.
No applause.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
My hands are full. My hands are full. That's all I need. But yes, no, I completely respect the shit out of what you got going on, man, and appreciate the hell of you doing it. And the fact that you were able to get back into your YouTube account and all that sort of stuff, mighty impressive, my friend.
We got him taken care of. We got him all set up. He's good.
Awesome, Craig. Well, we do appreciate it. We appreciate everything you do. We hope your team wins, and we hope you'll get with Malik a little bit after the show, because we're gonna fuck around and get really stoned in a little while and raise some money, more money, and so hang around for that.
Go away.
I will be back afterwards for sure to come check with you guys and try and catch you on the after show. If there's anything else I can do to help raise a little bit more money, I'm all in it. And of course, shouts to Sub. We're gonna have him on Expert Joints Live on Thursday with a call-in as well too. So looking forward to all this. I'm gonna let you guys get back at it, but I just saw a small little spot in the panel and wanted to come say hi for a second. So thanks, y'all. Peace out, nerds.
Thank you, Craig.
Love you, Craig. Thanks
Expert
for
joints on the
stopping by,
panel.
brother.
The dude's got so much energy, man. I love the guy. He really does. All right. Yep.
Oh, dude, look at the young version of you up there on.
Oh man, I'm young.
Look at how young Subcool is up there.
All right, so I want to talk about. We go back to the charity real quick. So I made some decisions, executive decisions, because there are some people counting on me, and it's going to happen. So we have money at that got burnt the fuck up. We have money at Natural Cannabis Company.
At least you're smiling about it.
for 4 units from the charity garden, and that's going to raise $5,600. And originally, I was going to take and divide that up and give $2,500 each family, and they can get mad and y'all can hate me if you want to, but I can't do that. But I want to make sure that everything goes through because I made promises to people. So what we are going to do is, as soon as I get paid, the very first family, it's Chris and Hannah, and it's Jaden. Did I get that right, Malik?
Yep, we got Hannah Hayslip, and then we got Sonia Tondo. She's actually in chat right now.
She's in chat
shout
now.
out to her. Yeah.
So it's the second we get, we collect that money. I'm going to give $1,000 to each one of those families from the charity garden, and that's all I'm going to say. That's the decision I have made. I could use a little bit of those funds from my garden, from my charity, but I don't want to let those families down. So we're going to give $1,000 to each one of those people, and I think it's still pretty good. And any money, I don't know what's going on with the GoFundMe account. I know Fadah got busy. I know people got busy. I know a GoFundMe account was created. I know that if people want to donate to Jill, that is fine with me. Because of my specific situation, who I am, the haters I have, the fact that I will go out and buy things with money I have put away because I'm a smart businessman. I don't listen to my shit, so I'm not taking any money. I will let you send me a hoodie and a pipe and a sticker and a hat pin and whatever the fuck, because I like that stuff and it's hard to buy. And I can't afford it anyway. But I won't take any charity money. So if anybody gives me any charity money, we'll just find another family and we'll give them all that money. So that's what I have to say about the charity, the fundraising. I want you to know I appreciate everything you've done for me. But that money's going to go to Soil King. I'm not taking any money from you guys. But I do got to tell you guys a story if you hadn't heard it, and it kills me, man. I love this shit. So the night of the fire, me and Jill were in Safeway trying to find some food, and she ran out of the fire, and she was terrified. I was half-assed asleep and didn't have much on, so we looked like that. And there was a lady in front of us and a man, and they had an autistic child, a full-grown autistic child, and he had to come to Safeway to make sure Safeway didn't burn the fuck down because he'd seen a fire on TV. And that's how it kind of works. He's like, Safeway burned down. They said, no, it didn't. He's like, fuck you, Safeway burned down. So get in the car, let's go to Safeway. Okay. So he was happy, and he was very animated and stuff. So we talked. Hard not to notice, and we talked to him. They were talking to the cash register, and the checker. And so blah 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 blah. So yeah, well, lose this, lose that. And so she turned to us and she said, "Well, you guys okay?" And Jill was like, "Yeah, barely." And she said, "Well, did you lose anything?" And Jill said, "Yeah, our house burned down like 15 minutes ago." And so we had whatever we had to eat, water and junk and whatever. So sandwiches, and so the lady paid for it. And then she turned around and she put $100 in Jill's hand. I think we had $16 in my hand. I make sure everybody understands I don't have $16. It's credit cards and checks and shit, but not then. They weren't taking credit cards and they weren't taking checks. It was a fucking zombie apocalypse. And so the lady gave us, she bought us dinner and she gave us $100. And I've never had anybody give me charity before, and that's cool. I mean, and how cool was it that it was an autistic family? So I simply signed to them, and I said, well, 3 days ago I was helping you. So very powerful moment in my life to know that a complete stranger would turn around and notice that I needed help and reach out and help me. So it's the most amazing things ever happened to me, just like in that short time, utter destruction, and then somebody saying, "Hey man, you need a hand?" And this fucking shit was cool. And it has brought out the best in many of the people in Northern California. So let's see, Malik, do we have anybody else joining tonight, or should I just go ahead and run now?
Oh, we're good.
So shout out, I got to give some thanks. Thanks to every single human being who sent me a text. Thanks to all of the people who called me when I was exiting my house, and the 3 people who sent me a Google Hangout. So I threw my phone at my fucking tape deck and shattered the fucking place. I'm trying to leave. I swear to God, I'm trying to leave the building. And my phone's going, I have 2 phones. So one of them's going bong, 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 bong. And the other one's going, zzz, zzz, zzz. And then the thing's going, Google Hangouts goes, boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Seriously, it was so weird because I got in the car and the phone and all my phones went. Thank you guys. I gave you all shit. I'm still giving you a little shit. But all that means is I have a lot of people that fucking care about me. So I just wanted you to know that. I made silliness of it. But I was called by over 200 people. I was texted. I was emailed. I mean, you guys were worried about me from one end of the country to the other, in other states and everything like that. I am fine. Surprisingly so, you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're great spirits,
Yeah,
man.
I'm great spirits. I'm still sleep worth
I was so happy. We went to breakfast this morning, and he didn't even notice this. The waitress, when she set the plates down, gave me my breakfast, and I got his. And he orders like a skimpy, so it was a smaller breakfast. I didn't say nothing. Before I could even finish it, he had scarfed the whole thing down.
notice. I fucking ate your breakfast.
So I was like, he's eating full meals? Like, good. He's good.
I didn't eat a kid's meal?
He's coming around.
Oh,
We got him. He's good, folks. So he's eating good. And he's put away a fucking 30-piece Chick-fil-A this afternoon, too. So the food's going down. He's coming back, people.
Toke is getting over his PTSD. His tail's coming out of his butt.
He's having fun playing.
He loves his dogs, loves the house, so Toke's happy. I was going to tell you, I do appreciate the hell out of that bed. Toke is a foreign. I bought him one before. He sleeps next to it. He's like he don't know what to do with the bed. So, but I had balls. So check it out. When I got here, everybody does this to me. Everybody's so sweet. I mean, the North Stars did it. They had everything ready for me. Jenny cooked me this awesome dinner and everything. The kids had drawings and shit for me. And then Shane and Brian cooked me a steak and had everything set up for me, a little diffuser. Dago had tennis balls for Toke, bones for Toke, natural bones for Toke. Fucking, like, I don't know how long he thinks I'm going to be here. There's like 5 gallons of fucking sweet tea in the refrigerator. I could mainline that shit.
You've gone through half of it already.
I know. I do like it a lot. So anyway, the hospitality he has shown me has been nothing less than stellar, and he's made it clear that this is my home. And when you don't have, right? When you don't have a home, it's nice. Like he just told me, he's like, look, if you're cruising through here, just come home, just come out. So, that's
Anytime.
Nice. Thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, let me see what else you guys have written down here that I'm forgetting as the host. T-nail sent out to your boy 420. Malik's going to try to get me a new T-nail because everybody knows what happens to mine. It burnt the fuck up. And dude, it's like a list of shit that burnt the fuck up. It's like
we want to get Chick-fil-A right now the way you're talking about it. So yeah,
don't forget Chick-fil-A sauce. He forgot Chick-fil-A sauce. He don't know it's like heroin. It's like heroin. You'll understand when you taste it. Right? Am I kidding? Tell him about Chick-fil-A sauce, right? Just like mainline that shit. They have like 7 sauces too, and they're like, they ask you what sauce you want. The fuck do you ask me that question for? I want the shit with the cocaine and the heroin in it because it's fucking good, dude. Damn, that shit is good. All right, shout outs. The Soul King, obviously unbelievable. Tricky D, Fadah Mike, Ruby Doobie, SoCal, Cannabis Cup, SoCal Garden, all stream nerds came by and support us. A Forest with Cladirus Network. He is probably, I always figure like he thinks watching me like I'm a clown or something. I don't know what he thinks. I mean, he's such a serious man, but thank you for all you do for us, for the community.
My pleasure.
Phylos Bioscience, you know, their mapping and gene stuff, we need to get them over here again and talk to those guys when we get kicking. Arizona Bay Gardens and Eli, that is the company that we are working with, me and Lickety Split, Minnesota Nice. Jeremy with Build the Soil. Hell, half my friends are working on this project now. And we hope to have a contract to grow Jesus OG Kush and make the dank. Right, Will?
I just got a really good text, but I'm gonna wait for the okay to show it on camera. Hold on.
You fucker. Dun, dun, dun.
Look at Will. Always working that hype train. The hype train never
I trained that
stops.
fucker good. Didn't I got him tuned up.
Hold him back.
All
We
right.
gotta get you a conductor's hat, bro.
Method 7. Yep. Malik's gonna hook those guys up. Mendo Dope. Let me tell you what's going on Mendo Dope. When I was laying in bed about 4 o'clock in the morning, I called the boys. I said, hey, they said, what? I said, on the new seed packs. I said, what? I said, we got to put the fire on it. So I don't know what they're going to do, but the new seed pack's going to show the fire. And Dago is going to supply the equipment up at the Soul King when we can get through the damn fires and plagues and locusts and fucking earthquakes and the sun blowing up and whatever the fuck else is going to happen to us. And he's going to take his equipment up. Mendo fucking Dope's going to throw a 3 concert on at Soul King. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it's fun. Herbin, unfortunately, we can't have the party at my house. God darn it. But we will have a party for Herbin. Maybe we'll do 10 Zen. Shout out to High Times. Join us in November 11th and 12th at the National Orange Show Event Center in San Bernardino for the 2017 High Times SoCal Harvest Cup and the release of Mendo Dope. We won't have Mendo Dope. But the 3 amigos at minimum will be there. Farmer John and Will and me will be there, and it could expand from there. So I think that's about
that tech sub.
I'm at the grocery store meeting with the ATO license holder. Where else is it go? That's just so you know, that's a 7,700 square foot greenhouse. So y'all better get fucking grow room in it quick. Go, Will. Love you, dude.
That's super exciting.
I guess you're not gonna sleep again tonight, huh? Fuck.
I'm never gonna sleep again.
Oh man.
Find yourself a good sativa.
If you guys aren't paying attention, I mean,
That's what I've been living on.
yeah, a couple of stoners here may be changing history, just the way things are done. So, if this works, we've talked about this before, and I'm not embarrassed to tell you this. We will be paid a 30% royalty. We don't sell weed no more, bro. We're marketing entrepreneurs. The lawyers are like, you guys are fucking geniuses. No, man, we're just stoners. Smoke a little bit of weed and got a good idea. All right. So we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break here and collect lots of weed and lots of iced tea, maybe eat some candy. We're going to come back. We're going to auction some stuff off. We're going to play some music. I can play music here, right?
Yeah, we can get the music.
Yeah, we got the music going. I got YouTube already up there. So give us a few minutes. We're going to come right back. We're going to raise some money for the victims in Northern California from the fire. The money's going to go directly to Pat, the Soul King. And he's going to go buy dog food and goat food and cat food and blankets and water and all the things we need. So, Minnesota Nice, you want to take us out? Thank you for coming on the show. We love you very much. Thanks for all the support. Thank you, Dago, for letting me stream.
While we grow, and this is why we grow. While we grow.
Hey, mine's inclined. If you got a problem with the way we do business, grind harder.
While we grow, this is why we grow. Sting nana boy, and this is how it goes. That's the way we grow. That's the way we grow. Nana boy. And this is why we grow, this is why we grow, and this is why we grow.
First off, I don't support corporations. I'm a local Mendo farmer growing my personal medication. Why am I even in this police station? All I did was grow some cannabis, giving clean meds to the patients. They wasting time and all they money saying that it's a crime. I done took prescription pills and they was having me out my mind. You'd rather find that on me than this bag of Doja? If I could talk, tell me you're doing just what I told you. Never thought that I'd grow up to be a grower, but I did. Just think it all started out back in the day when I took that ganja hit. Opened up my mind and it had me thinking about my options. Wondering why these pharmacies so quick to have us pill popping. It's a money scheme. They don't want us using green. They don't get no cut off someone selling dank to you and me. I know I'm brutally honest, but I keep it real, saying chemicals kill and cannabis heals. That's why we grow.
And this is why we grow. Why we grow. Why we grow. Why we grow. Singing out why we grow. Why we grow. This is why we grow. Sing out boy. And this is how it goes. That's the way we grow. That's the way we grow. This is why we grow, this is why we grow, and this is why we grow.
I'm an organic farmer. Chemicals don't mix with us. I'm tired of watching TV commercials repping prescription drugs that do more bad than good. If I could change the world, I would. When I was young, my mind was different, just an outcast, misunderstood. So the doctor's saying the pill's the way to calm me, cause they want to control my mind and turn me into a walking zombie. I done lost some friends to Oxy. Sometimes these visions haunt me, but I gotta
Thanks to all my
keep
guests.
moving on and
So
staying
many people
strong.
on here tonight. I can thank you all, but we love you.
I done witnessed cannabis cure countless lives and heal
Nice.
of pain.
Tony.
I done seen them popping pills, the side
Farmer
effects
John.
killing their brain.
Good.
I done seen a kid take CBD oil to stop a seizure. I done seen them ingest chemicals and then they start to seizure. It's
Oh yeah.
doesn't
Have a
make any
dank day.
sense.